Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Club Helensvale for the conclusion of the Queensland Premier League for 2020. And this morning, once again, we've got a beautiful running green here at Club Helensvale. We've got some great games with the Tweed Heads Ospreys playing Broadbeach in the Premier League, and in the reserve grade, we've got the Broadbeach Bulls playing the Helensvale Hawks. Now, if anybody is in the vicinity of the Gold Coast and like their bowls, I'd really recommend that you get down here this morning. There's plenty of seating available. There's going to be some cracking games down here. And as always, my co-host this morning at the moment is Mr. Gary Thomas. Good morning, Gary.
Yes, and good morning to you too, Brian. And you're absolutely right about what you've just said. If the folks that tuned in yesterday thought that yesterday's matches were exciting, well, it's certainly going to be no less fantastic to watch today, Brian.
Oh, mate, we've got some great matchups, and now nothing like the game we're going to live stream, Gary, is just absolutely first-class game once again, as our games were yesterday.
Well, that's right, and the players have just completed their roll-up, and you can see they're in the huddle, and they're geeing one another up as they do, and as Brian's already said, the match we're doing is the Premier League game between Tweed Heads and Broadbeach, and the winner of this game will progress to the final this afternoon, which is due to start at 1 o'clock, and they will meet Helensvale, who are already in the final and just waiting to see who they're going to play, and it'll be one of these teams.
Yes, no, it's going to be an absolute colossal day of bowls, just like yesterday was, Gary. Some of the heads of bowls all the way over the two greens yesterday was absolutely outstanding. And of course today we're on the bottom green here at Helensvale Bowls Club, and the green is running just absolutely for this time of the morning.
Yep.
Bit of a breeze around, so it should test the players out slightly as we see the Broadbeach Bulls over here in having a bit of a man hug, lots of things going.
Yeah, they're in the rah circle.
They're in the huddle, mate, talking about various things, no doubt.
Yeah, they're talking about win. Now, just to recap also, guys, that the reserve grade, as Brian has already said, is going to be played by Broadbeach again, the Broadbeach Bulls, in the semi-final, and they're playing Helensvale, the local team, and the winner of that will play Enoggera, who are the team that advanced yesterday, and they're already in the final. Now, before we get cracking, we'll just give you the rink that we're doing here today. And once again, it's just a completely blind draw, so we have no control over the teams that they're just about to start. Now, for the Broadbeach Bulls, you've got Peter Richards leading. You have Chris Lanham playing second. Scotty Chamberlain will be third, and the skip will be the master blaster from Canada, Ryan Bester.
Oh, what a great team they got there.
Well, they have, and
look at the team they're playing against.
Well, just sit and buckle yourselves in and have a listen to this. They're up against Max Jaffray, Jaden Cottle, Chloe Stewart and Kurt Brown.
Yeah, what a colossal team that is too.
Well, that's it.
Racker of a game, mate.
And we'll give you the other matchups
shortly.
In a moment or two.
See Peter's first bowl just slipping past the jack. See the greens running well for this time of the morning, Gary. Isn't it? Be running in 15 and a half?
Oh, I would think so. And of course, Lurchy and Omar were on the rollers here, but they crisscross rolled it, didn't they?
Did they?
They were going in opposite directions.
I've been doing that myself this morning.
Well, I was a bit worried they were going to crash in the middle of the green.
It has
rollers come off, bit of that.
It has happened.
If they're not looking at. And Lurchy's on the old roller, but he's got a green shade cloth, and poor old Omar hasn't got one.
Yeah, but mate, see, when you get me on the roller, that's why they said they want the heavy roller on it, mate.
Yeah.
The high roller, right?
Well, you don't need a heavy roller when you're sitting on the bloody thing.
Nice correction there by Peter with his grass line sitting just in behind the head. See a lot of the bowlers today, even though the sun's not out, Gary, it's a little bit overcast. The wind blowing.
Well, they're predicting a bit of rain too. We're hoping that doesn't eventuate.
See Max again, just slipping through the head slightly.
Maxie's gone whistling through.
Chrissy Lenham, of course, Chris is one of the hard-working greenkeepers from the Broadbeach Bowls Club.
And they gave him the morning off today.
Yeah, mate, I tell you what, they spoil these boys these days.
Yeah. Now, Chris has got reasonable
Not a bad bowl there.
Well, he's in a catching position if someone attempts to trail the jack. And it looks as though Jaden Cottle he'll be attempting that sort of shot, although if he can draw it clean, he'd be happy too, wouldn't he?
Yes, that's for.
You can just see the bowl still trundling on, so...
Jaden got a nice bowl here. Is he going to sit
inside?
This bowl?
No, I don't know if he will.
He's just going to run past it.
Yeah, so it looks as though Peter Richards might have one, possibly a measure for two at this stage, but there's still plenty of room. There's a bit of handshaking going on.
Oh, gee whiz. Hope the UN doesn't see that, mate. Hey.
Now, Lanners has gone out by the cape again here.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't got a bad bowl there, though.
Oh, well.
Not a bad bowl there. It could come in very handy. See Jaden just trying to correct his weight here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can share this out to as many people as you can so we can get them watching this great event, it'd be absolutely fantastic to showcase.
He's got much better weight here, Brian, hasn't he?
He has, mate.
And I think you'll find it is.
I'd say so.
So now, Scotty Chamberlain, he's got the green, I think he's got greenish coloured bowls.
Yes, he has, Scotty has. Very steady player, Scotty Chamberlain.
Now, I'm tipping this could be a little bit undercooked in terms of grass.
Yeah, just tell you what, his weight was spot on though.
And already we've got a few folks who have jumped on board, and a very good morning to all of you. Doug May says, go the Hawks. Fiona Hall, Luke Day, Wayne Lampkin, all watching. Good morning. Good morning to you guys and gals.
And welcome to Steve Jolly. G'day Steve, Maria Rigby, Michael Brown.
Aaron Houston has joined the program already. I'm a bit surprised you're up, Huey. Totally.
Huey.
What a know.
Welcome
and
everybody
he says,
on board.
let's go the Bulls.
Great to have everybody on board.
Wayne Lampkin supporting the Bulls, and Bob McCauley's watching. Jimmy C is watching. Well, he'll be watching until the races start, probably. Peter
there by Chloe Stewart. Yeah, Peter on board too. G'day,
yeah,
Pete.
Baldy's there. And Norm Pritchard. Good morning, Norm. Scotty Hodgetts is watching. Says, good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to all of you, and welcome aboard.
So Scotty's got this one here, well pointed, Gary. Got a beautiful grass line on this.
Yep.
How's his one? What a great bowl by Scotty Chamberlain. Oh,
Rhino's indicated. Well, I'm very pleased that you did that.
Yes.
Now, Chloe Stewart. Now he's just Curtie's just asked you to play a shot on her forehand. And she's one of the top-ranked lady bowlers in the nation, Brian.
Yeah, she is, mate. She's been playing great bowls, Chloe.
Now, Brownie's down. What's she done? Oh,
she's got her clean as a whistle. What a beautiful bowl.
And that's why she's ranked in the top 100.
Oh, it's a beautiful bowl there by Chloe.
The reason why she's a current member of the Lady Jackaroos team, I believe.
I don't think she is.
She might not be, but she got well knocking on the door, isn't she?
Oh, mate, she's got to be there sooner rather than later. I think she's in a purple patch.
It's only a matter of time.
So she's in a purple patch, mate. She really is.
Japra's given her the double-handed overhead five-fingered slap.
I hope he doesn't hurt her.
No, he wouldn't. No, she's bigger than him. She'd knock him out, I think. Rhino's undercut his line a bit.
I really think the pace of the green's surprising.
Well, I think it surprised them already, hasn't it? Because the first two or three bowls of first two bowls of Maxi Japra, he ran underneath. I'll sort that out.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. I'm not too sure if Kurt might even play the backhand down. He just to sit that blue bowl.
Well, you're looking to just get the Peters bowl,
just to get the Peters bowl there.
Richards bowl.
Yeah, it's that dark blue bowl just on the line.
That's the sort of shot that we experts would be playing.
Well, you and I would be playing that, mate. Mate, never played a better game from the commentary box.
I've played my best bowls from the back.
He's gone straight round the back, mate.
Well, he has.
He's gone round the back.
Well, that's not such a bad ploy. He wants to cover the tee because he knows Rhino's reputation for trying to turn the head into sawdust.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit more aggression here from Rhino.
Probably. He could get them both, really, but the jack's going to go straight back.
He's playing with this thing called control.
Yeah, I don't know whether he might get one of them, will he? I don't know if he'll get the shot. We're trying to have a look at this. He's tripped it past.
Gee whiz, he just got the edge of it.
Yeah, I don't know if he got one or two, but it's certainly a measure. Now, Brownie can sit this. He could make a few more, couldn't he?
Well, if he rolled it, he probably could. All he's got to do really is draw another one for 4, though,
well, I
mate.
think that's what he's done.
And he's done that. Look, that's a great
Look
bowl
at
by
that.
Kurt Breon.
Oh, well, welcome to the Sunday morning picnic, Brownie. And that, how many did they get? 3, was it? I don't think it'd be 4. How many, Brownie? Brownie. 3.
3 shots. Lovely start there by Kurt Brown, Steve.
Lovely beginning. And now Colin Bray says, good morning, guys. Hope you're back to winning yesterday. Oh, I've been busier than a bad girl with no pants. Colin, I haven't been able to have a bet. It's the last thing on my mind at the moment. And Lorraine Miller says, go the Mighty Hawks. Now, well, we've got a break in action. I'll give you the other teams on rink. Where are we? On rink 2 for the Tweed Heads Ospreys, we've got John Belzarolo who's leading, Brendan Wilson is second, young Jake Rinn is playing third, and Calvin Kirkow, our very famous and much loved Aussie champion, is skipping the rink, and they're up against Caitlin Inch, the New Zealand ladies singles champion, and she also won the pairs with Selena Goddard, I believe.
Yeah, she did. Selena Smith these days.
Michael Anderson is playing second. Young Sean Ingham is third. And Ryan Burnett, our Scottish import, is skipping the rink. And on rink 3 for Tweed Heads, you've got Kira Burke, Clinton Bailey, Peter Taylor, and Wayne Turley. And they're up against Bolivia Millerick, Braden Lease, Robbie Thompson, and Kevin Anderson.
Yeah, great matchups there.
And you'd have to agree, one and all, that we've got some fantastic players.
Yeah, we certainly have.
Amongst
See a lovely correction here by
Peter
Richards.
Well, there's not going to be too much worry with us being able to detect between the two leads bowls.
No, one dark blue go.
One's dark blue.
And one's got chalk all over it, and it's white.
Well, it's a white bowl, but it's got all these different coloured speckles on it, and Clinton Bailey described it one day. And what's Maxie done? Here he comes.
No, it's not Maxie. That's
no, that's Jaden.
Jaden Cattell. Maxie's only allowed to have 2 bowls.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Like all the other players.
I didn't see one behind it. And
they hit it on you.
Clinton Bailey described Maxie's bowls as Optima Confetti, which I thought was very funny.
Very good.
There's no such thing, but that's what he called it.
Chrissy Lennon just pulling up a bit short with that one.
Chris Lanham's.
Jaden again playing his second bowl. Good steady young bowler, this lad.
Here he is, and he's very much respected like his sister, Jessie.
Yes, comes from a very good
he does, and
very good stock.
And his beloved mother, Kerry, will be watching, and she's one of our wonderful sponsors from Hello World Travel at Nerang.
Certainly is. As we see Chris just trying to correct with his second bowl, and he's got a nice grass line on this one here, Gary.
Yeah. Well, he might be a bit over, but he certainly corrected his grass a bit, hasn't he?
He's a bit of a bowl just there, in actual fact, so yes. They're only one down.
Norma Bell says, go the Ospreys. You are all, and I can't read the rest of that. Sam Springer looks like it would blow the milk out of your tea up there, boys. Well, it's not that bad, really.
G'day, Sam. How are you?
At the moment, but we're expecting it to get quite windy this afternoon, Sam, so the records tell us. Richard Earl says, good morning, Gary and crew. I realise that there are 2 teams playing off for the big dance today, but I was playing yesterday and didn't get time to see any of yesterday's result scores. Well, I'm not sure that we're going to be able to...
Good bowl there by Chloe, just punching up Jaden a bit closer and sitting there for second shot.
Provide you with those, Richard. If you Google Bowls Queensland and something like that, you'll get them all.
Yeah, we haven't got the results.
We haven't, no.
Not just in front of us, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll find them and we'll ask around and we'll try and get you results soon.
Yeah, well, you'll probably be able to pick him up. Oh, now what's happened here? He's just turned that bowl across.
Well, he's probably made second shot out of that, Gary.
I believe he has.
Probably made second shot out of that.
because that was Peter Richards' bowl that got twisted across there. Dave Baker was watching. Good morning, David. They're always there and abouts. And
Mr. Baker.
Jeffrey Watkins. Well, it's the first time Watto's joined the program at this early point of the day. He usually drops in with 2 ends to go. What's happened to you, Watto? Kevin Dixon is watching. Diane Lanham is watching. Good morning, everybody.
Good bowl here again by Chloe. Just going to run out of a bit of legs, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful line, though. One thing you'd never expect Chloe to run out of legs.
Oh, no. They reach all the way to the ground, don't they?
They certainly do. That bowl of Chris is just at the back's just fallen over.
Okay.
Could
Now,
be
what's happened here? Scotty, what's he done? Bang. Oh, what a shot.
Scotty Chamberlain.
He's made 2. And Rhinos again, he didn't take his hat off, because that's the ultimate.
Very hard taskmaster.
The ultimate applause you can get is when you take your hat off and bow. Nobody's ever done that to me.
No one's ever done it to me.
No. Taken their hat off and whacked me across the back of the head with it.
A few times. Just to make sure it hurt the first time.
Good morning, gents, someone said, or good morning to whoever that might be. Diane Lanham, is it?
Good morning,
She'll be watching glued to her TV with hubby Jeffrey, no doubt, because we're highlighting the game where Chris is playing.
Tell you what,
just going to get back. No,
not quite.
Didn't.
Well, I'd say, I mean,
well, I wouldn't
he's
mind.
definitely got best backward there with Jaden's bowl. Like if he puts it straight back where he's aiming with that,
That's right.
He'd probably have 3 shots there.
Well,
no, he'd probably have 4 shots.
Well, he's just going to be careful. He doesn't want to clip the jack straight back because it'll go straight to Chris's bowl. But I think you'll find Rhino will be playing his forehand here just to either turn the jack a little bit towards the right to take it out of Brownie's view. Now, has he got enough territory? I don't believe he has.
Well, he's left this open for Kurt. If Kurt puts the kitty in the ditch here, playing his backhand, it's probably worth 3 or 4 shots to him.
I'm not sure that he'd be trying to use that kind of weight, though. Brian, do you? He may do. I mean, you know, these blokes see the game differently. All he is. Now they're cheering and yelling, and what's he got? Oh, he never got any. Well, he did. He got one out.
He got one out, yeah. So he actually he halved the deficit.
It's a perfect opportunity now for Rhino to find another couple of feet of weight and get a touch on the jack, and he could probably make 3, which would be very handy because he dropped 3 on the first end.
A big welcome to all our viewers. I can't get to you all, but we'll get to you as the game wears on. Gary and I have different iPads, so you might think that people might say hi to me, or on my iPad they might say hi to Gary, but we're not rude. It's just that we can't read it because we're on different iPads.
Oh, Rhino, we would.
He had good weight for that too, mate.
Weight, didn't he?
He had great weight for that,
and
mate.
He just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first score of the Broadbeach Bulls, because you can see on the left-hand side there that the Ospreys one on each end.
Yeah.
The first end, and they're leading 8-0.
Now, I just got some glasses here so I can start reading things. So Greg Bostock, Robbie Allen just lent me his glasses, so I can't see why you get so upset when I ask for one of your glasses, boss. He's got me beat. Something about when I hear in the back there's sweat all over them or something.
Well, that'll be right. Well, when you hand his glass back, it's empty.
That's the way I normally do it. I just wanted to tell Bozzy too, mate, we've got a whole box of lollies down here, which lovely Tony picked up during the week for us to have a chew on during the day.
She's got some, that's if there's any left by the time you've had a crack. Now there's Max.
Maxie, beautiful ball by Maxie.
Max is a dynamo, because once he finds his line, he's very hard to shift.
Yeah, lovely start there by young Max.
But then you could say the same about Richo, couldn't you?
Richo's never far away, mate. These two guys have been at the top of their game for a great number of years, Gary.
He's got fabulous weight there. But he'll fix that.
So you and I know we're on the slide down. That's why we've got a microphone in front of us. Hey?
Well, that's what I always said. You've got to be very nice to people in your younger life when you're climbing the ladder, because you're sure as hell going to meet them again on the way down.
Mate, we're falling off big time.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And he's a bit underneath that.
Bit underneath that one, Max.
Now he's forced Richo to change his hand.
This is Chris. This is the greenkeeper.
Oh, of course.
See, Richo's played 2 bowls.
Yeah, right.
And you're not going to give him another one.
Is he going to get it, or he's just going to slip through?
So
he got a piece of it.
Well, it's actually made it a bit better in actual fact.
Well, it may have. Made it better for us because we can now see the jack.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, at our age, we need all the help we can get. Jaden playing his backhand.
Rowan Wilson said he thought you might have been more worried about bringing the beers, not the lollies. Times have changed.
Mate, don't worry about that one, Rowan. That's been all organised too, mate. I have a very strict non-drinking policy when we're on air.
That's right, which can often be broken.
Yes, I'm just saying, but we do write the rules.
Well, no good making promises if you can't break them. There's no fun in that.
No point making a promise if you can't keep them, Rowan.
Yeah, they're in, and Brownie's indicating to Jaden he just needs a couple of feet of weight to get in behind there to match those 2 bowls behind.
He's got a good grass line on this.
Chris Lanham.
How's his weight? It's holding up pretty good.
Well,
I'll tell you what, this is going to be good. It's going to be pretty close.
He's not far away. You're going to get another shot here, isn't it?
Oh, gee
Stop.
whiz.
I thought
How could you miss that?
Well, I don't know. I'm a mug.
Played it beautifully.
I thought he was going to get to Chris Lanham's bowl.
I can guarantee you we'll be having a pie for lunch, mate. It's already been ordered.
Have they? They've got these lovely pork pies here, and they're quite large.
Gary's already eyed them off. Robbie Allen's rolling over.
I had a sausage roll yesterday, and by crikey, it's damn good if you're ever out this way. And there we go. And the Scotties just dropped a wee bit short.
He has. He had a beautiful line for what he was after too. G'day, Les. How are you? Yes, I see your 2 girls are out there having a game. They're both playing great bowls too, mate. They're a credit to you.
Who's that? The Millericks?
They certainly are.
They're the most loved twins in Queensland, aren't they?
They certainly are, mate. They're not only good bowlers, they're just wonderful guys.
Well, we love them because they're Broadbeach members.
Well, you do, because you're a member down there.
Yeah. Well, we love them anyway,
yes.
But being Broadbeach members is a big help.
One of the reasons I'm not a member of Broadbeach because I play bowls just to beat Broadbeach.
Well,
you take all the fun out of the game.
We've offered you big money to keep away.
I know you have.
Now here comes Cloris. Now what has she done? She's played a bomb.
That's a magnificent bowl there by Chloe. And look at that. Now that's the difference there. So that Kurt Brown took his hat off.
Yeah, that's the highest accolade you can give your player before you.
Scotty likes to look at this. He's following it down. Oh no, he's a bit underdone with this one.
And Brownie's walked across the goddamn camera.
Still only 2 by the looks of it, Gary.
And we should also mention, well, you all know, but the winner of this game plays Helensvale for the number 1 Premier League title for 2020. And they're waiting in the wings, and they'll be here watching. Not so much now. They're probably having a bit of a sleep in because they don't start till 1 o'clock.
Well, I was talking about Wilkie last night, and I reckon Fiona might have a lot of jobs lined up for him today, mate, to do before he comes down here.
Yeah.
At least I hope she has. So, see, Kurt's just asking for a bit of cover there, which isn't a bad idea.
No, it's a damn good.
It's not a bad idea.
Weight she has pretty well.
Aaron, the weather is slightly overcast, not threatening with rain. The breeze is, as you can see, the flags in the background are basically blowing from the road end across the green. So the wind is a bit tricky. So it's green running beautifully. So everything's in the favour at the moment. It's what you classify as a reasonable morning for bowls. As we'll let them know as soon as Richo gets out the way how this one finishes. And he got 1 out, bowl, is it? Oh, now, Richo.
Yep. No, that was Ryan.
I know that was Ryan, but I said when Richo gets out the way.
Okay, yeah. Rightio, something, you can smell something cooking inside there.
Yeah, you can, can't you? I reckon the moment we mentioned pies, I reckon they put a couple on the oven.
I think it's roast dinner or something.
I think it's pork pie.
You think it could be roast pork?
Pork pie, mate.
Well, that's a traditional Sunday lunch out here, isn't
pork
it?
Pie.
No, Helen's roast pork. Listen to me. Pay attention. It's a roast dinner they're cooking. You can smell it.
It's roast Sunday.
Well, they have a famous roast lunch out here. They used to, and it was so cheap. The people from all around the place would come. Now, what's Brownie done? He's got a slip and slide
Oh, I tell you what, he's made it a bit harder for Ryan. I think you'll see a bit of aggression here.
Well, I don't think he's going to be short, is he?
No.
What these goddamn flies, don't tell me. They're all after this roast pork dinner.
They are, aren't they? There's flies everywhere. Never seen so many flies. One of them even flew in my beer yesterday.
Oh, I know. I saw that, but it didn't stop you from drinking it.
Well, he didn't drink much.
No. Now, what's Ryan done? He needs
slide.
a hell of a lot of luck here if he gets a click.
Oh, gee whiz.
No, he could have got something special there, but he didn't. Now, Chloe Stewart's holding the shot. And
Probably only one there,
it's only one.
Only one
I think
there.
Peter Richards' bowl on the right-hand side.
I'd favour that for second shot.
Second shot.
Just see what... Hard to say. Like, Kurt's still got... He could play this either hand, really, couldn't he? He could play it on the backhand, just sit inside Richo, which I think would probably be the hand he'd play.
Now, we can see... let me just have a look. And I'll try and bring you up to date with the scores in the other game that's proceeding. Now, I think, according to what I can see in the reserves, which is still very early in the game, let us remember, the score is, if they get out of the way, but they're not, 8-2. The Bulls are 8 and Helensvale are 2, and that's on 6 ends.
Yes, first end, really.
Very early in the program, isn't it?
Yeah. So just Max Jeffro, of course, throwing the kitty.
Yeah. He took a long, hard look at that, and Brownie's
very much a full length, really, isn't it, Gary? It's you got the mat on the tee back there,
that's
and
right.
It's just in front of the tee this end.
And you mentioned too, Brian, earlier that we're on green 1.
Yes.
Which is there's one in the middle from where we were yesterday. There's 3 greens, as folks should know. We're on green 1, and the clubhouse is directly on your left-hand side.
Certainly is. They've got not a bad start there by Max. They're probably just a little bit wide. I said that wind to play up a little bit at the moment. So good to have Nick Carl on board. G'day, Nick. G'day, Aid. Watching from Oxford, UK. G'day, mate.
See that bowl hold out there. Now, that was going to be a bit tight to my way.
Yeah, the wind just held it up a bit,
that's where the wind is coming from that, or from front on, actually.
It is. G'day, Linda Morris. Good to have you on board. Great to see you yesterday. Wayne Wilson, I hope you've been mowing your greens this morning, Wayno.
Shawnee Keepy's watching.
G'day, Shawnee. And Chrissy Layfield. G'day, Chrissy. How are you, mate? How's Ballina going, my friend? How'd you go yesterday in Pennis? Did you have a win? See a great correction there by Max.
Lovely correction from Max Jaffray. And it's only a matter of time if Lenny, his wife's not here. Well, if she's not here, she'll be watching pretty soon.
No, Lynn's here.
Yeah, well, I thought she may have been. I haven't seen her yet.
Good ball there by
Richo.
Good ball there by Peter.
And Rhino said that's... Thank you very much, Peter.
Day off, Wayno, eh? You must have a good boss.
Now, here comes Jaden Cottle. He's on the on his backhand by the looks of it.
He got a nice shot there on his backhand. Trail it back to Max's bowl there.
Yeah, well, that's what he'd be trying to do.
Yeah, just be a little bit wide. I tell you what, it's not going to be too far away, though.
Well, he's got a slip and slide, and
he's probably got shot out of that. He has got shot.
Rhino's had a lot. I don't know, he probably has.
Yeah, Kurt just put his finger up.
Righto. So the loser of this match is done and dusted for the year, folks, and the winner goes on to play Helensvale in the final this afternoon.
Grand final.
Yeah, the grand final.
No more games after this one this afternoon.
That's it. No.
You and I are unemployed after this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll be in the dog queue.
We'll be in the dog queue.
And in the other match, as you've already been told, Broadbeach are playing Helensvale. And the loser of that will say sayonara, and the winner goes on to play Inoggera at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now, have a look at Jaden here.
Tell you what, he's played there. Beautiful home there.
Cracker.
Beautiful home there by young Jaden.
Now, I don't know whether they're 1 or 2 here. It's fairly close.
Yeah. Too many bowls to come.
Yeah, you got Chris Lanham.
Oh, I think he's underdone
with his second bowl. I think he's undercooked this, don't you?
Yep. Stephen Palmer's watching from Geraldton. G'day, mate. Having brekkie. Good on you, mate.
Well, it'd be very early over there, wouldn't it?
Would be. Where's Geraldton?
In Western Australia.
It is too. It's way over there.
It's way over there.
Oh, you wouldn't want to be walking there today.
No.
I can see these screens now that Robbie's lent me his glasses.
It's about time, yeah.
It's a brand new life for me today. I can read everything.
It's a brand new world to open up to him.
Well, I'm too young to wear glasses. My glasses are in the car all the time.
Keep sharing it out there, boys and girls. We've got, from what we can see, well over 300
I can see that today.
clicks on the program already, but that's only part of the...
Well, that is nice for most. Lucky there won't be 300 there, I tell you.
well, that's only part of the equation.
Get it out there, ladies and gentlemen. Share this great game of ours out to us.
I've got all these comments coming up here, Tone, with no names attached.
I don't blame them. They probably know you.
Everyone's saying good morning this and good morning that, and there's no name attached. Oh, Tony's got up with her headphones on, nearly wrecked her neck. See, I didn't know all of them.
Yeah, you've got to scroll down. You scrolled up.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Now, Barbara Ann is watching. Richard Earl, Gary the Rolts are in the Premier League Facebook page. Yes, they would be, Richard. Marilyn Werner is watching. Going there to watch soon. Deanne Robertson's cheering. Wow! What's happened there? Scotty's
Not good.
No, Scotty's come in and they're 2 down, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait on. Yes, they are.
2 down. Your beloved Broadbeach.
Maxie Jaffray and Jaden Cottle are holding. I'll just go through the rest of these. Kevin Dixon's Deanne Robertson's barring the Osprey. So is Kevin Dixon. Good morning. Ian Grant says the weather looks great, perfect for the quality bowling you are showing. Loads of rain here in Uphall in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Well,
He must be with one of the Scottish team.
well, you'd think so. They'll be barracking for Kevy and Ryan.
Kevin Ryan?
Yep. It's nowhere near as hot and humid as what we've had for the first period of this tournament, Ian, and we're naturally getting into the middle or towards the middle of March. That's what happens. Dan Wells says, good morning, boys. Pam Freeman says, good morning from Wet Evans Head.
Evans Head raining, eh?
Bradley Coulson says, good morning, boys.
G'day, Bradley. How are you, my friend? See you in a couple of weeks at Boaters the Best, mate.
Nick Carl, you mentioned Nick, and good morning to you, Nick. And June Beverley's watching. Good morning to you, June. And I'll just vacate the chair temporarily and we'll introduce someone else.
See Kurt about to play his bowl, playing the backhand. Any movement on this bowl of Chloe's would probably bring it into play, so he's got a good line on it too. It's looking very nice. It's just got to sleep around this one, probably set this back bowl. It's not a bad home there, so Ryan's had a good look to see where he finished. And good morning to Mr. Brett Clifford. G'day, Brett.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, viewers.
Great to have you on board, mate.
Going to be a fantastic day of bowls today.
Oh, mate, look at the green. Look at the heads already out there, mate.
Yeah.
They're just absolutely packed, aren't they? There's just bowls around that white thing everywhere, mate.
Yeah.
So, see, Ryan's going to try and draw this on the forehand. And I think he could be a bit wide.
Yeah, he's going to hang out there.
Going to hang out there with that one. Had good weight on what he was after. Very good weight, in actual fact. Dead draw.
Kurt's got to try and beat these side bowls here, with his own coming up as well, yeah.
Yeah, any movement on Chloe's bowl there would bring it into play, mate.
If
Or
he
even
just gets around it with good
sneaks around
weight,
it.
which he has done.
That's in the count. That's a good bowl. That's a good bowl.
I think Ryan might attack this. He might just attack this. No, he's staying on the draw.
Staying on the draw. Tell you what, he's got a good line on it, mate.
He has. He's just not going to get that little edge.
Oh, just going to sneak past it. What do you reckon?
I'd
3?
say 3.
Maybe even 4.
Close for the 4th with Chloe's bowl.
1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Obviously,
3.
Max Jaffray's
Measuring for 4.
Yes.
At least you got 5 guys standing around. They got the girl doing the work.
Well, that's the normal. You never stop a good woman.
Mate, I tell you.
You learn that early in life.
Chloe should know that she should be trying to wear the older blokes out first, mate.
Now, was that a 3?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 3, mate.
yeah.
Yeah, 3. I think it was 3.
Okay, well.
Nice little pick up there by the
It
Kurt
was.
Brown.
The Ospreys are off to a nice start, but it's
Certainly are.
early days. Early days.
Yes.
Tongy's watching. Hello, Stephen.
Mr. Tong, how are you, my friend?
And Jados. How you going, Jados?
Jado. And Margaret's back from watching yesterday from Cairns, and you're watching again, Margaret. Good on you. Hope you enjoy the telecast. A pleasure being able to bring it to you on behalf of Premier League Queensland. And of course, you can see all of our generous sponsors down there who make these telecasts happy. Keezer, they're a physiotherapy company. Hollywood Travel, of course, Niagara Therapeutical Company. And Lawn Bowls to you, Jesse and Jason, owners of that business, and got 2 stores, one up the Sunshine Coast and one at the Nogra Bowls Club. So any new bowls, bowl shoes, bags, anything you require to play this great game of ours, go and see Lawn Bowls to you.
Exactly right. Give them a phone call if you've got any inquiries.
Yes.
Max's first bowl, we just... looks like a couple of foot short.
Couple of foot short.
Yeah, that's all.
But it's on the run there too, though,
It
so
is.
it's very, very workable. See Peter just trying to draw up to it at the moment. I think he's going to pull up a bit short
Yeah,
too.
he's got the line down pat, but he's just a
Just
wee
a
bit
tad
short,
weight on
that's
weight.
all. We're expecting gale force breezes this afternoon, they're saying, at 1 o'clock.
Yes, they reckon.
Going to make for an interesting afternoon's play.
Yes, it should do.
Now, Max looks like he's corrected on
He's
his
got a
weight
good line
here.
on this one too, mate. Just going to be
It's
a bit
just gonna
long.
slip by.
Yeah, but that's
well, that's not
yeah,
gonna hurt.
probably a bit further than what he wants. He's not happy.
Yeah.
He's not happy. He's just in front of us, and he's there. But hey, mate, you can't play the perfect bowl all the time, mate. Richo's got a good grass line on this. Has he corrected his weight that couple of feet that he requires? Yes, he has.
He's drawn the shot there.
Good bowl there.
Yep.
Young Jaden could tell he's had a good year. Young Jaden been in the top grade. I think he feels now that he deserves to be there.
100%.
Because I think a lot of the young kids, when they first get to play with people they've admired,
Exactly. They're worried about their
years.
form. The eyes
That's
are on
it.
them, and when you start to relax and play your bowls, I know you
just
can.
like this.
Exactly right.
And this is why the young lad
Yes.
deserves to be in the team.
Yes, he does.
He's really played. He's had an exceptional year. I've seen him. I know he's had 1 or 2 bad games, but we all do that. To you.
Yes, we do.
I mean, you and I do it more often. That's why we've got microphones.
Well, exactly
We're
right.
sitting behind here, and we're sitting out there watching them.
Chris Lennon's well down here. He's just going to die on his run a little bit. It was an excellent try.
He had a beautiful track, mate, didn't he? Perfect line. He's just got to correct probably 18 inches, really,
That's
or
all.
2 feet.
Yeah.
So we see young.
David
hang
Hubbard's
on.
online.
I think Tony Allen's just woken up, mate. She's been walking in her sleep. I think she's just woken up. Look
Now,
at that.
Jaden's well down again. Has he got the weight?
He doesn't want to touch Chrissy's bowl.
No.
Get it
He's
straight
got the
now.
little rub.
Oh, look at that. Mate, anybody can get him clean, but it takes a lot of skill to get him like that, Brett.
Perfect weight.
He certainly has. But
Well,
Chris can be a little bit more aggressive here.
He
Just
can.
hit that back bowl and flop in for shots. Tell you what, he's got a good
given it
line.
a very, very good try.
Cheers.
He's going to sit the shot bowl, flick over to the second.
Ah.
He's played it perfectly. An absolute brilliant bowl.
Yeah, and it's only this time of the day. What's it going to be like at 5 o'clock this afternoon, mate? I'm telling you. It's going to be some great bowls played all day. Thank you very much for those kind words, Margaret. It's a pleasure bringing it to you. Really is. We really enjoy promoting the game of bowls, getting it out there to people, and a lot of people are saying that it's working in their clubs. They're getting a lot of participants on their barefoot bowls, and they're getting them there because they've been watching it on Facebook. So
That's what we love to see.
that's what we love to see.
Yes.
There's a couple of clubs even reckons a few of those people have come over to play our style of game, which is this stuff, because they've enjoyed it so much. So
Chloe's just a fraction tight. She had a lovely weight for the shot.
yeah, she doesn't want to pump that one up.
No.
It's made it a bit harder for herself there on that hand there now though.
It's a bit cluttered up now.
Yeah, it is a bit cluttered in there. See Kelvin Kirk on the rink with a traditional stick stuck around his neck.
As he does.
As he does. One of the true characters of our game. See Scotty just pulling up a bit short.
Yes.
And again, that's even falls on the line. It's going to make it even
I
harder.
think Kurt's probably going to, well, you'd be looking probably up into there. on the other
No,
hand.
he's calling Chloe down.
Yes, he's having a little look at the whether she can draw around. They're only one down.
Only one down.
We're going to get Lindsay over. Kurt's discussing this head very intently. I think Chloe might play the other hand here. Look for a bit of weight through the head. Bit of disturbance. And we welcome Lindsay to the chair. Hello, Lindsay.
Morning, Brett. How are you?
Good, good. Looking forward to today's play, I'll tell you.
Oh, my word. By my word.
Now, Chloe's going to play up on this other hand, looking for a bit of disturbance here. Ooh, she mightn't like the result because she's got her own bowl, I think. Whoa, look at that. Lots of fortune.
Turned it in.
She's cut it in perfectly at 90 degrees.
Yep.
The microphone, Gary.
Just give me a minute, George.
Yep. Okay, well, this has made it interesting.
Just breaking in, fellas, and I'll give you some updated scores on the reserves. You've got Luke Wade skipping against Dean Smith, and Luke from Helensvale is 1. Dean Smith is 6 after 4 ends. For Helensvale, Darren Christie is 2, and Paul Jobson is 3 after 3 ends. Shane Pearson for Helensvale is 2, and Jeff Maskell from Broadbeach is 4, and that's after 4 ends. And big tall Troy Corber is 5 against Tommy Nathan from Broadbeach, who is 4, and that's also after 4 ends. So it appears as though Broadbeach at this stage have a very narrow lead, but it's early doors. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomo, for your excellent information.
Hang on to that because I'll need it again.
Okay, Tim Swanson's on board. Hello, how you going, Tim? Nick Cahill's on board again. One of our regular watchers. Loves a game of bowls and a great bowler as well.
He certainly is. Bit of
Oh, yeah.
breeze got up today, Brett.
Yes, and it's only going to get stronger, they're telling me. They've almost shut the seaway down. No more boats going out. 5 metre waves at sea. So,
Oh, gee.
yes, and gale force breeze expected tomorrow. Kurt's on the mat here
Oh, it's gale force breeze for tomorrow.
as well.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going on holidays down the coast. tomorrow.
Oh. Now, the call was that Rhino's holding 1, Broadbeach is holding 1 here. So Kurt was looking just to punch that shot bowl through the jack to get it over to Max's, not Max's bowl, to Jaden's bowl.
So Peter Richards' bowl holding shot, is it?
Yes, yes. That was the call. That's why I think Ryan's just trying to cover this side of the head in case Kurt does get that shot through the jack and it springs out to this side, which he's probably gone through a little bit there, but now Max is having a real good look. Yeah, I'm suggesting the Bulls are holding 1 here.
I would think so, with Ryan going for cover.
Exactly right.
It's a bit of a giveaway, so
Yep. Hello, Tyler. Tyler Pettigrew's watching. And Aaron. How are we going, Aaron? Yes, Kurt's just trying to... Yes, he's just going to crash on the front bars here. He's just trying to get around them onto the... Yeah, that won't change anything.
not an easy shot, Brett.
It's not an easy shot. It's it only being 1 down, and early days. So, not the end of the world to drop a 1. And
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play his
I
last
don't
bowl,
think
is he?
so. It's that dicey that if anything rocks and moves, you could change the head to being down. So
Yeah, no,
I think
he's
they've
not playing.
declared this head.
Yep. Smart move.
I think it is. Take the 1 and march on for the next end. Phil just explaining to us, we've got bowling 55-kilometre-hour gusts of winds on the seaway, yes. Yes, they've shut down the seaway. I think most intelligent people would not go anywhere near it.
No, that's correct. Intelligent people wouldn't.
Intelligent people. It doesn't stop the man in the tinny thinking he's better than everyone else.
That's right, and that's why we have a lot of rescues.
Well, they're going to the umpire here, so everyone's put the fingers on it, but anyway, we'll soon find out. I think this will be the first call of the day for the umpire.
Yep. Tweed Heads with a nice little lead on the three rinks.
They've chipped away to a nice lead here, but as we've said, it's early days, and as you can see, it is too. Yep.
But I'd rather be 18-3 in front than 18-3 behind, even early days.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah. Yes, the umpires do a great job. Umpires at every club, because they're there all day. They mightn't get many calls, but they've got to keep the concentration going, watching the games. And most of the time, it's a loveless task. You take them for granted.
Yeah, thankless job. Absolutely thankless job. Like cricket umpires.
Well, exactly.
You know, and I'm not talking about the ones that are international or Sheffield
money
Shield umpires.
The ones that go out and do their community bloody cricket and whatever.
Yeah, great cricket.
It was one
cricket.
to the Bulls there.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. We've all done it. Scoreboard people writing the scores down on sheets of paper and for your kids and whatever. You got to do it.
You have
to do it. Ah, well. Okay, now we're shorting it up by the look of it. Ryan's calling for a short end, and that's what he's got. So Tweed were playing ditch to ditch. Now we've gone for the shorty. Looks like a good line here too. It's a great starter.
Yeah,
A great starter.
Great start,
Look
Richo.
at that. Yeah, great bowl from Richo there.
I think they're fives, those bowls are Richo's.
Are they fives?
I think they are. If I
Okay.
remember rightly, I played a lot with Richo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're fives.
A lot of Victorians used to come up with six heavies and things like that.
Yeah, they sit bowls easily, don't they?
Oh, they go on. And look at this effort by Maxi.
Oh,
what a fantastic bowl.
Great shot. This is going to be a great battle between these two.
It is. They're very, very good leads.
It's going to be a battle within a battle, because not only are they playing for their respective clubs and try and give them the best start they can, but there's a lot of competition between the two of them.
Oh, there is.
And it's going to be very, very interesting.
Yes. Yes, as you can see.
That was a good shot by Maxi to get
Wasn't it?
underneath there.
Now, obviously, he's just trying to come under the bowl and land on the little group here. He might be a little bit shy. Yeah. That's
You know,
all it
Brett,
was.
there'd be very few players that put in the work that Max Jaffray puts in on the green. And, you know, he deserves everything he gets, all the success that he gets.
It's like any other sport. If you put some effort in and you want to get better, that's how you do it.
Oh, my word, it's not luck, it's hard
Look at this
work.
bowl here by Chris.
Oh, great shot.
Well, we'll call him Bear. He likes to be called Bear. That's a fantastic bowl. Wow,
Very good
already. It's almost changed nearly every bowl.
Yep. That's what
Barbara.
you expect in Premier League finals, isn't it?
Well,
quality bowls.
You've got to bring your A game. 'Cause
Yep.
That's what you're going to be up against. Graham Shillington's watching. Hello, Shillo. Have you got a beer in the hand yet? A gold, of course. Christopher Buttons is watching. Barbara Green. Wilson Alexander's watching. Bear's going to swap over. Looking for something behind, because obviously that's almost a front touch of that bowl that's on it. Any disturbance is going to be back, so CC's called him on a little bit of behind here. Jaden's paying a bit of weight to this head. Looking to rock that bowl at least with a couple of foot of weight. Weight was immaculate.
Yeah, still getting used to the grass out. They're playing a little bit of weight. It does take a while. Very lucky if you can jump on it straight away.
Well, that's right. It's chopping and changing a little bit with the breeze. It's not too bad at the moment.
No, it's not too bad. I imagine for the final this afternoon it's going to be a different kettle of fish. The green will be running along a bit quicker, and they're going to have to contend with a lot of wind.
Well done here. This is a nice bowl. I've got a feeling, yes, well, it's still there. The shot's still there. That bowl turns over with a couple of foot of weight.
I was talking to Scotty Chamberlain last night. He said he's enjoying himself immensely at Broadbeach.
Yeah. Chloe's well down here.
Oh, this is a...
She's just got the edge, rolled it back, and look at that for weight.
Great shot.
Yes, value for the right weight, but they've still got a couple of seconds here, the Bulls. Scott will come down, try to trail or sit the bowl.
Scotty won't be too far away.
He won't be. He's very, very close. He's played it to perfection.
Brilliant bowl.
Lovely bowl.
Chamberlain.
Yes. Look at this. Every bowl, it's changing. Changing. Chloe can play a similar bowl, looking to sit or trail that jack. Turn it from 2 down to 2 up if she gets that jack a couple of foot.
And once again, she'll be in the area too.
She will. Very classy bowler, Chloe, and puts the effort in as well.
All right, okay.
2 or 3 days a week, you'll see her at Broadbeach rolling up.
All right.
She puts a lot of effort in.
Yep.
Believe me, it just doesn't happen.
No.
They do have natural ability, but you've got to tone it.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, she's close here, I tell you. She's hunting this down.
You're going to fall off this bowl.
Off that. Touch round the corner.
Great.
One shot.
Two absolute crackers.
Oh, boy. Have we got a game on our hands here? Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is in life, you know, even bands, rock bands, or whatever, they've got to practice. It doesn't mean you've got to practice at anything that you do.
Exactly.
Apprenticeships, what are they about? They're about practicing, about learning and doing the same thing over and over.
Now Ryan's coming down here and he's reasonably close. He's going to get the little edge and march on off this. He's touched that bingo around the corner. Look at that. And he's probably made 4 shots there. Looks close.
Another conversion. Wow, what an end this has been.
Boy, oh boy.
If this is the way the game's going to go, it's going to be an absolute corker.
Look at this. Now, Kurt's got the same shot to Chloe, just to arrive on that, making sure you're up with a draw. Any touch, sit the bowl, trail the jack. He is 4 down by the look of this. Okay, it's going to get down to weight. I don't know. It looks like he might get cluttered up on that. Oh, he's going to get around it. Look at this. And if he falls in, no, he's fallen out. I'd suggest at least 2. And Ryan's going to probably stay there because if there's any jack movement, it's going to go back to Max's bowl. So Brian will come down on the other hand. He can draw a counter and maybe lock the jack in as well.
Yeah, so we'd say at least 2.
Yeah, it's close for the other. We can't tell at the moment. Anyway, Rhino's coming down here on this hand. Look, just get under Max's bowl. Turn a little bit more. Yes. Now that's close as well.
That is close.
Yes, if it fell over, it would have been definitely in, but we can't really tell from this angle. Now the bowl, the weight that Kurt just used was pretty good. If he gets under the purple bowl of Broadbeach, he'll get second shot, if not shot. So I don't think he'll increase his waist much at all. He needs to get this bowl in the head, desperately. He's tightened up.
And he's played a bit more weight, has he?
I think he's seen his first one hold out and he got a bit dragged in by that. Oh boy. Okay. This is interesting. Now, what have we got? 2 have been taken out. It's hard to tell.
Well, I'm guessing it's going to be...
It's only 2.
Yeah.
And that would be a sigh of relief because there wasn't much in the rest of those bowls for a handful. That was 2 to the Bulls. Margie's on board from the Bunya Mountains. Hello, Margie.
Mark Casey is watching. G'day, Mark.
Hammer, how you going?
Brett Wilkie is watching. How are you, Brett?
Yeah, Wiz is on board. Hello, Dee. How you going? Good to see you viewing again, as you normally do.
Richo's pulled up a couple of foot short with his first bowl. Tweed Heads Ospreys 22, Broadbeach Bulls 7 after 17 ends.
Anthony Hughes is on board as well. Hello, Anthony.
And Maxie Jeffrey just running through a
Yeah,
bit.
just a little bit, yeah.
And Richo.
Yes, the weight was good. He's just sprung it open a little bit, but he's got him there.
He's been a consistent lead for a long time, Richo.
Oh, hasn't he? Hasn't he what? Max has just dropped that a little bit short. Perfect line. Yeah, Bears just dropped that a wee bit short.
I would say they just knocked Max's up for shot.
They have, yeah. It's close there. It's hard to tell how far short Max's bowl is.
Yeah.
Jaden's going to come down here, giving this a big show.
And he's going to roll it up for shot.
He is definitely this
Shot
time.
net,
That
definitely shot
is
net.
the shot. Wouldn't be far off that, Jack. Probably only an inch or so.
David March is watching from Somerton in South Australia. Welcome to the live stream, David. Good to have you on board.
Gaz is not Gaz is not touching anything. We have a no-touch policy here, and Robbie will tell you that. Yes, now Jaden will swap over because there's only one place that Jack's going to go, and that's backwards. Now Max has got a back bowl there. So, on the other hand, we're just drawing to that, as Kurt is saying, to my foot. And he's played
He's
it
coming
very,
back a long
very
way.
well.
Oh, wow.
He's playing well. He's come back a long way.
Oh,
hasn't it?
long way.
It's Paul, isn't it? Paul Richards. Paul. Okay, Chloe's looking to come down here. The last bowl we've seen come here swooped a long way late, and this one is doing the same. Scott's looking to roll the shot bowl just over the jack.
Yeah, he's following it down. He
Yeah, he's giving this a show.
looks like he's got a bit of heat on it.
Yes, he's just going to, but he's set that
Yeah.
bowl, so, okay. Chloe's looking to come down and just beat that bowl, which is to the left.
Mark
behind.
Casey says, hi, fellas, doing a great job. Good on you, Case.
Thanks, Hammer.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hope everything's going well for you, mate. Michael Turner is watching.
Hello, Onions. How you going? Well, you're not going to be able to rip that bowl out with a jack movement. So all these bowls that Tweed have got catching, yeah, even Ryan at his best, he'd be trying just to roll the bowl over.
Be very interesting.
And he's very close. Very, very close. He's got the edge. He's rolled it. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that was a magnificent try.
Well, it's now away from the jack, which brings in the extra chance. Now Kurt needs to try and beat that second shot there, because I'm suggesting that Ryan quite possibly might line up on the other hand and try and take that bowl straight out the head. We'll see.
We can't quite see who's got the best backward there, Brett.
No, you can't. No, Max's bowl in our camera view has got the best one.
We'll soon know when Ryan lines up.
Okay, Kurt's changed over, and he's looking to finish on the line if he can. And I'll tell you what, he's played that extremely well.
Oh, very good bowl.
Yeah. Yes, very nice bowl. Okay.
Shot selection here will be very interesting.
Yes, I'm not too sure whether he can stay there and roll the bowl through the jack.
Well, obviously they haven't got the best backward.
No, so he's trying to play minimum weight here. If he can get Kurt's bowl through the jack,
split them,
and he has, and it's back to Bear's bowl by the look of it.
That's a magnificent shot,
Wasn't it? Lovely weight.
And he wasn't far away with his first one.
He wasn't, and value for good weight.
Steve Renwick says, nice bowling. It's Steve from Adelaide. Welcome, Steve, to the coverage. Hope you're enjoying it.
Janie Brown, hello. They're having a real good look at this head. Hello, Jake Clark. Now, looking at that camera angle now, Tweed have the best back three.
Might be worth a few.
The bowl could be. It's getting to it. Getting to that bowl,
Yep.
and
You can't see it, can you?
no, and Broady, you've got a bowler that could turn up and make another counter out of it. So it's weighing up the possibilities. If you're only one down,
Exactly right.
yeah, there's enough gap around that front bowl to maybe skirt it.
He's a pretty smart bowler, Kurt, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He doesn't rush it ahead, that's
No,
for sure.
No.
And he's got a lot of firepower, but he knows when to use it.
Oh, yes, he can drive.
I'm suggesting, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's played a little bit of weight.
He's trying to get around this bowl here and just clip it out.
Oh,
And he's given that a
wow.
very, very good try. Oh, boy.
Not an easy shot, and he was close.
Now, what have we got here? We've only got two. Okay, it was two. Okay.
Great shot by Ryan Bester.
It was.
Wow.
Perfect weight.
This is an absolute cracker of a game
Isn't
so
it?
far.
Two shots to the Bulls, making it 7-6 to the Ospreys.
24-9 overall.
Yes.
To the Tweed Heads Ospreys after 19 ends.
Now, looking at the master board is a little bit different. It's showing 24-13. A euro, yep. Leaders well down here.
Yeah, another good start by Richo.
Yes, look at that. Well, okay, Max. He's well pointed. Oh, this is a tussle. Isn't this a tussle, eh?
I knew this would be on. I knew this would be on with these two.
Andrew Nakata, hope I said that right. Good morning from Cairns, hello. Gerald Shatwell, hello. Morning from Spain, hello there, Gerald.
In lockdown.
in lockdown.
Are you in lockdown, Gerald? Let us know.
Well,
That's right, exactly right. Robbie Allen just said, what a better way than to spend lockdown than watching bowls.
2 weeks of bowls and a few beers, and
Yep,
don't run out of toilet paper.
yep. Or whatever they drink in Spain. What do they drink in Spain?
Is it sangria? Something like that. They drink whatever they want, like in Australia.
Yeah. Vanilla essence. Well, they run out of everything.
Well, the cooks and the sheep shearers, they used to have a bit of vanilla essence.
Oh, I know a few that have done it too.
Oh, okay. Jaden is very close here. He got the early clap straight out the hand. He's very close. He's rolled the bowl out. He's
good
played that
shot.
perfectly.
Some big bowls being played.
Yes. We expected it, and we've got it.
Yep.
Now, Bear's coming down here, looking to roll the bowl up, or... Lovely weight. Good effort.
Marty Scott's young Jake Wren just played a big bowl. Marty's watching from Toowoomba. Welcome to the coverage, Marty. Hope you're enjoying it.
And Jaden, now, this time, he looks well pointed. He's just going to slip behind, and that's a good bowl. Nice little handy spot.
Still getting a bit of turn on both hands,
Yes.
even though that wind's blowing. It must be directly behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's more behind them than it is going to the side. You're getting turn on both hands. Yeah. Yeah.
Fiona Hall's watching. Hello, Fiona.
Roxanne Barbagallo says, morning, great bowls to watch.
It
Thanks,
is.
Roxanne, glad you're with us. Mark Casey tipping Hawks versus Bulls final again.
Hammer. Early call.
Ah,
Okay. Right.
case.
Okay.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I think I write about the Hawkies. They'll be there, the Winks of Premier League.
Of course.
As for their opposition, I don't know.
Chloe needs us to turn hard. Is she up enough? But no, she's just... Well, Scott's got a shot on here to play. If he can just clip that bowl through the head, he can make a number. He's pretty well
He
down.
likes it.
I tell you, if not, he's got his own through the... Oh, he slipped under it. He rocked it over. I think Chloe needs to get this bowl in the head. I can see something happening.
It'll be interesting to see if it comes back from there. No.
It's turning a lot late,
Yeah,
but...
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, probably the worst thing that could happen is if Brino can flick that bowl through the head, he'll sit a couple, maybe three. If he rolls the bowl through the jack, they're probably evenly matched, depending on how far it goes.
That's right.
Yes.
Kathleen Cartwright says, good morning. Good morning to you, Kathleen. Welcome aboard. David Sheether says, go the Ospreys. There's quite a few people up here thinking that too, David.
Well, yes,
A lot of supporters for both sides.
there are,
And it is a cracker of a game.
isn't it? They got a few seconds here, the Bulls, but it's just getting that bowl out. If they roll a jack here, because Kurt needs to get another bowl on the head here. He's on a fairly tight line. Okay, how's the weight? Oh, that drifted out a little bit
Yeah.
too. Look at the wind,
Yep.
just grabbed that
Yeah.
out.
Has
yes,
it
you could
ever?
see
Ooh.
that. Yes, it dragged it right out.
Started the fun and games for the day, I would say.
Yes, that's grabbed that and dragged it a yard wide of the head, because when he let it go, it looked to be on a good line.
Now that gets into your head.
It
Now
does.
you got to play a bit of weight.
Well. Okay, here's Rhino trying to turn this head around. Now the boys are interested. and he's...
Oh, good try.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's made it a little bit harder for him now because I think that white bowl might lock in even if
I
he
would
gets onto it.
suggest that if Tweed are holding shot here, are they holding shot?
I think they are.
If they are, I doubt very much the way the wind's gusting there, whether are they going to play this bowl if they're holding shot. Because any movement on the jack...
Yeah, correct. It must be close.
If he's playing the bowl, then it must be close, yeah.
He
Now
must back himself the dead drawer.
What line do you take? Is it going to drift out this time? No, it's holding a good line this time.
You got a bit of a gust up again there as well.
Yeah.
I would say that they've got shot. Tweed have got shot.
Tweed have got one, yeah.
Yep. I think he was just trying a nice gentle draw.
He might have
playing
just
with
been
confidence.
testing out that hand to see if it was going to hold again and blow out or something, but I don't think he was trying overly hard there.
No,
he was always going to be wide if he was going to be up to the head. He was not going to come trundling down.
He wasn't going to test the wind by being tight, was he?
No. Ray Brown at Lightning Ridge. Hello, Ray.
Jules Johnson says, good to hear you fellas again today. Thank you, Jules. And Christopher Buttons is watching. Good to have on board, Christopher.
The Rock's on board. Rod Mellon. How you going, Rock? Kevin Dixon. Tony Donda.
Hey, Tony. How are you, mate?
Okay, the battle of the leads. We're on again.
We're on again. Yep.
How close are you going to get, Max?
Wow. Maxie playing that tight hand, Yeah, it's a good start.
It is.
Picked it pretty well.
He has. Richo.
These things of Richo's are like darts. They're tight.
Well, it should hold a good line on this hand.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, he is.
Yep.
Look at this.
Yep.
Bingo.
He
Front
does
toucher.
He does that a lot, Richo. He used to drive Mark Casey mad years ago when we were playing Peninsula Premier League. Richo would be riding bowls down, and that didn't go down real well with Casey. It was quite funny to watch, actually.
Oh, Max has tried to tighten that up. He might have got a bit of a gust there too. You can see the flags behind them there that are they're whipping over that way.
Tommy Mullen says, going great, guys. Love the coverage. Good on you, Tank. I hope you're feeling well, mate, after your operation.
Paul Vardy. G'day, Paul. How you going?
Val Young's watching from Werribee and says, go Tweed.
Now, we're going to give the mic over to Cougar, and he's going to give us an update.
Yes, thanks, Swanee. Just an update on the reserves matches, and I'll call the Helensvale names first. Luke Wade is 5, and Dean Smith is 7 after 7 ends. Darren Christie is 7, and Paul Jobson from the Bulls is 5, and that's after 8 ends. Ronnie Pearson is 4 against Jeff Maskill, who is 5. That's after 7 ends. And Troy Corber is 11 over Tommy Nathan from Broadbeach, 5, and that's after 7 ends. And the overall at this stage might have changed a wee bit, but it's 27-22 to the Helensvale Hawks.
Okay, thanks for that, Cougar. We appreciate that, and so do our viewers.
Now, Peter Richards is holding shot here, and Tweed Heads have got 3 seconds.
Yes. Jaden's coming down here trying to just sit the bowl or touch that jack, one or the other. Very close is a great effort.
Ooh,
just slipped by, going to a great home.
Good try.
Bears on the mat, looking to add to the tally. Probably a wee bit narrow. Yeah, a little bit tight, yes. Well, Chloe will give this a big show.
Nola Wheeler is great coverage, great bowls, watching from Sale Hospital. Good to have you on board, Nola. Lindsay Clark's watching, and the Hearts in the Helensvale colours. Good luck this afternoon, Lindsay.
Hello, Faye Davidson, Stuart Waters, Pauline Barton, hello. Chloe will give this a big shot. Looking to sit or trail. Just slipped the other side of it, but coming to a good home once again. I think CC would be saying, Scott, please give me another bowl on that head.
Scotty playing his forehand.
Yes.
Probably the best hand to play at this stage. Getting a little bit of
would be.
A little bit of turn there.
Now he's got the outside of that. Oh, okay. Well,
Max Jaffray's bowl come over.
Boy, oh boy. Could be a big turnaround here if Chloe can get the bowl or trail the jack a couple of foot. She might have tightened it too much this time. Yeah, see it. It's hard to get the right line here. Realistically, it wouldn't matter if Scott trailed the jack a foot or so because it could take the shot away from them.
Yeah, that's the shot to play. Just change it a fraction.
He looks on a tighter line this time.
Turn Richo's bowl over, drag the kitty a foot or so, just change it a little bit.
See, that held out.
Yeah.
Really held out.
It's starting to play a bit of havoc now,
It is.
the wind.
Finding a line. The green's running nicely.
Yes.
But it's finding that line.
A consistent line.
Yes. And you don't want to be chopping and changing, but sometimes you got to, but it puts that element of doubt and then you lose your weight.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I do. Maybe these bowlers probably wouldn't.
Oh, well, they're only human. They have the same thoughts in their head, I guess.
Now, Kurt can play an absolute cracker here. If he trails that jack, sit or trail. The bowl's on its way. Now, is it going to hold? And it looks like it's going to hold.
Might just
it's just going to trail away late. He's got the jack.
He's got enough on it. Great shot.
Well, it's only probably one down. If he would have got that jack full, it would have been 5 up.
Yeah.
So it's a lesser of small mercies for Rhino.
Yep. There's been some great conversions so far.
Well,
I think they've only played 8 ends.
8 ends.
8 ends.
Yes, that's all. Now, is this going to turn for Ryan? If he gets the edge...
Could get it off this.
Yes. Oh, boy. Yeah, it was probably behind too far to come off it and slice that across. And he wouldn't want to have actually sliced the bowl with the jack across because they're all Tweed Head bowls waiting. I'm assuming that Kurt could actually come down there. If he gets a piece of the shot bowl, if it does spring, it's going to spring to 4 bowls waiting for Tweed.
Yep.
Lynn Jaffray's watching. Max is having a great game, a great tussle leading today, as we knew it would be.
Katie Lucas is watching. Tarquin McElveny says, are all divisions mixed in Queensland? I don't quite know what you mean by that.
Well, you have your club pennants, which is men's and ladies, but in certain competitions like Premier League, you have the ladies and men's together. And believe me, there's a lot of very, very good, but this is one of them in this team here. Chloe, absolute brilliant bowler. Can't do much about that, Kurt.
No.
Can't do much about that. Play a line, your hope's right, and it just depends on the wind.
Rod Burton says, go Kurt, watching from Kiwana.
Uh-huh. Well, Kurt was up there, wasn't he?
Yes. Yep.
Now, Rhino's going to come down on this other hand.
Oh, dear what. He'll be lucky to get through there with that weight.
Yes. Well, looking at it, we're thinking it's only the one, is it? Chloe's having a good look. We're going to go to the measure. Okay.
Interesting.
It's hard to tell sometimes how far short the bowl is there. After 25 ends, the current score without this one is 31 to Tweed, 15 to Broadbeach.
Wayne Turley with a handy lead over Kevin Anderson, 12-2.
Yes, it was one shot there to Tweed. the Ospreys. 9-6 on our televised game. There'll be a lot more twists and turns in this game. The update on the overall, yes, it's I'm assuming that might be 33-15 on 27 ends now. Max's first bowl, dead on line.
Just run through, probably a good metre.
Yeah, that's all.
And making sure he's reaching.
That's what you got to do. He knows that. He's an expert lead.
Yep.
Very, very good lead.
And not only lead, he can play any position.
Well, he does.
He's played third.
And skips.
A few games this season. When I was at South Tweed, he skipped down there. He skipped Premier League. He skipped pennant. So he... very good bowler. Yeah, very good bowler, yeah.
Richo's weight's perfect. He's just a little tad narrow, but holding the shot there. Max has delivered his bowl. It might be if he holds.
Touch.
That's all it was. Well, when these two can't get a bowl within a yard, you know it's hard conditions.
Yeah. But they have really stretched this out, Brett. Too.
Oh, they have.
You know, they've
Tweed.
They played a maximum in.
Tweed have been playing, especially this way, ditch to ditch.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's why Rhino changed it over the last and had a little go at. Looking over there, Ryan Burnett's just played an absolute cracker. Taking the bowl out for a few shots.
Which one? And a big welcome back to Gary Thomas.
Thanks, Lynch. Oh, full of excitement, isn't it?
This has been a great game.
Yeah, there's plenty of people tuned in. Broadbeach hanging in there. They were down 22-4 not that long ago, so they've managed to at least not stretch the damage any further.
Well, they were always going to close that gap to a certain. It's never going to be huge.
No, you would have thought so.
It's only early days.
Oh yeah, it's still a long way to go. There's another lovely bowl.
Good shot. Good shot by Jaden Cottle.
Yep. They're holding a couple here. Chris Latham, is it?
Yep.
With the purpley coloured bowls. Is he going to hold enough? And he might. Oh, he just hasn't quite got the right.
Yeah. That's two Tweed Heads,
Jaden
Jaden Cottle's bowls. This wind's starting to affect the bowls a bit now, Gaz. They're one hand starting to hold out, the other one's swinging a bit.
Have you answered all these questions,
well,
Carl Flegler's wanting to know. He says, good morning. Who's playing in the reserves this morning? It's Helensvale versus Broadbeach.
I think Brett's gone through.
He might have, yeah.
Those,
Ray Brown and the Whispers. They were a good band, remember them?
Righty oath, I do. Yep.
Paul Vardy says, good morning. Lynn Jaffray, of course, has joined. And why wouldn't she be looking at her hubby, Maxie? Well, that's helped. That hasn't made it any easier, has it?
That certainly hasn't.
It's very close. When I was over there in the reserves, I gave the scores, and it's only about 5 shots of difference, and it's mainly attributable to Troy Corber, who had an 11-5 lead over Tommy Nathan.
This year's reserve grade skip of the year.
Now, what a shot there from Scotty. He was too.
Yep.
34-33. Swanee has just reported. So that's a one-shot lead to Tweed Heads. It's very, very close, that one, Linz, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now,
So Tweed Heads holding 2 here.
yeah, they are. Unfortunately, the kitty didn't jam back against
Now
that.
Chloe pulls up, which she has.
And she's changed her hand.
Tweed Heads holding 3.
There's still plenty of room, though, isn't there, to draw a shot?
Well, there is a lot of room, but...
It's a bit tricky with that breeze.
Well, and it's only about 8 inches off the ditch, so, you know.
And they're actually, they got the wind behind them, it appears, basically, and he's not going to reach.
No, it's...
So that's not so good. Kim Redshaw says, Scotty Chamberlain, what a legend. Well, legend just turned into not so legend when he dropped short with his last one. Tassie, Northern Territory and Queensland over 60s rep. Not many around who have represented 3 states.
That's right.
Well, I didn't know that, did you, Len?
Yes, I certainly did.
He played in over 60 in 3 states.
No, not over 60s in 3 states.
Oh, just represented.
Yeah, he played for Tassie,
Okay,
Northern
yeah,
Territory.
got that, and Queensland.
Yep.
Queensland over 60.
Yep. So Scotty's been in there.
Okay.
When did Scotty be?
So here comes
Nice
Brownie. If he pulls up in time, which I'm not sure that he will, no, he's gone plop.
Yep. I'd say he was trying to sink the white.
Well, he wouldn't have, he would have loved to have done that, wouldn't he?
Yep.
Now,
I mean,
Rhino,
he sinks it, it takes it all away.
of course it does. Now, is Rhino going to get past or through the gap or something? He needs to miss in order to, he just got an edge of it. And they'd still be 3 down.
Yep, they are 3 down.
It's quite a fine day, and it's certainly warmed up a bit, Lynch, from what it was earlier this morning, isn't it?
Yes, the weather's turned cool very quickly. I was saying a bit though. Oh, is he going to crash? Well,
he's got past, and it looks to me as though
four.
that's 4.
That could be 4. I would expect Ryan to be a lot closer this time.
Well, you'd hope so, for the Bulls' sake. I'm not allowed to support either one, but I can't help myself.
Oh, you're not doing a bad job of
I
it.
can't help myself. I like to love me Bulls. Okay, Rhino, what do you got for us, mate? You 4 down. Now, they're having a bit of a look at this. I don't mind it either if he misses Brownie's bowl, and I don't think he will. Oh my goodness.
Still
he could
4.
still be 4 down. Yeah, well, Chloe's dancing around there. She's having a bit of a bo peep. She's saying that Brownie, he's already put one in the drain, hasn't he? So that's 1. And the other one of Chloe's bowl was 2.
It'd be three in a measure.
Well, that one of Brownie's has certainly got to be 3rd, you would reckon.
Yep.
Shawnee Baker, Catherine Lynham's watching. She's saying, go Grandad Scott. Lenny Jaffray, Shawnee Baker and Mitch Mears. Good afternoon, or good morning, fellas. Well, that's clearly in.
Yeah, clearly in.
So that's 3, and that's all.
All right.
Well, that takes them to 12-6. And Wayne Turley's lead. You can see the score. No need for me to repeat them. And the Tweed Ospreys are leading on all 3 rinks at the moment. But it's still a long, long way to go, Linz, isn't it?
It certainly is. Amanda Thompson says, go Daddy. I don't know who Daddy is. Do you?
Amanda Thompson. I think that's...
Oh, Robbie.
I think it's Robbie Thompson's
might be
missus.
Robbie's. Oh, okay.
I think it's his wife,
Okay.
Amanda. I'm not sure. She'd probably be working, wouldn't she? In the little shop they've got.
Probably. It's a...
So Maxi Japray has got, he's played a 3/4 length end here.
Yeah, they've kept him a little bit shorter, Tweed. Oh, sorry. Broadbeach has kept them a bit shorter. Tweed have been stretching them out a bit.
Yeah.
But they've shortened it up coming this way.
No, he's left this one a bit wide. He's got terrific weight though, hasn't he?
Yep.
Now, Richo, he's been bowling fairly well from what I've seen.
Oh, they both have.
He just needs to...
They've been having a good battle,
yeah,
Gaz.
they have, and you'd expect that. Now, what's Richo done? He seems to have a slightly tighter line than what Max had, and it all depends on his weight, and he's going to drift in underneath, and Rhino's fairly happy with that one, because that'll be the shot. So Max has just got to adjust his grass line with the same weight, and he'll get the shot back. He's certainly tighter than his first. And if he's got the run in his legs, he'll get the shot, and I suspect he has.
I knew this was going to be a good matchup, Gaz, between these two. Because
they're all fantastic players, aren't they?
But like this is a little game within a game. They're dead set wanting to be beating each other.
No,
that's for
exactly.
Sure.
And now, what's Pete done here? He's got another
He's run on
decent
a
bowl.
fraction, I think.
Yeah, by crikey, he hadn't gone too far, and he's sitting in behind with both of them, so he'd be, even though I think he's one down, he'd be reasonably happy with both of those.
2 bowls in the head, my word. So with the skip.
And Jaden Cottle is following him down on the backhand, and he might just be underneath the touch, but he's got nice weight again. Now, Chris Lanham, he's been directed onto his forehand, and Chris needs to play a pretty damn good bowl here, because I think he's had, by his standards, a very ordinary day, apart from that one, which could be close to shot. Okay, so Jaden once again, he's got a little extra territory, which is what he needed.
Down too badly,
He's still just going to drift underneath, but that's probably the shot, maybe 2. Now, Chris Lanham will be looking to try and find another 1.5 foot at least, and I'm not entirely sure that he's wide enough. He might have the extra weight. He has.
Great weight.
Well, he has got terrific weight. Now, that's got to be in the measure. If you look at those 2 bowls, they're not too far off being shot. Now, Chloe Stewart, the much loved lady bowler in the nation, is with these yellow bowls of hers, and she's on her backhand. And I think how's she going, Lens?
Oh, she might be a little bit.
She had good line, but she just didn't have the weight, did she?
Yeah.
That's a fair bit shorter than she would normally be.
One thing you can be sure of, she'll correct with the next one.
Oh, she will. And Val McKenzie says, "Hi guys, back to see great bowls. Excellent commentary. Thank you, Val."
Thank you, Val.
The excitement is a long way from over. Now, here's a good shot.
These are going to be a
Gets the edge,
slider
and
of
he
that.
will.
Yep.
Now, that's interesting because Scotty Chamberlain has just turned that bowl enough, which might even bring Chris Lanham's bowl on the right-hand side into the equation even more if it wasn't already.
Chloe's a bit wider than she was before.
And she's got a cracking shot.
She's got better weight too.
Have a look at this, Cloris.
Yeah.
Will you go away? She's run through a wee bit, but she's still got a damn good shot there, hasn't she?
I didn't see a finger go up.
No. So Scotty will just be looking to arrive on his own bowl or even pump Chris Lanham's up. And he might have done the latter. No, he hasn't. He's got the Chloe. Look at that. He's got the Chloe's bowl at the back. So that's once again, they've gone the high finger vibes there. So to my way of thinking, it's certainly one to Scotty.
One in a measure.
And Chris Lanham's bowl to the right of the jack could very well be second shot.
John Bain is watching. Bainey, how are you, mate?
Johnny Bain. Good morning to you, John.
Hope you're punting well.
Brian Stewart's watching. And Gary Nordloff, who I met for the first time just the other day, he's watching. Morning, Gaz. And Vince Calabresi's watching from the Austral Bowls Club in New South Wales. And he's a regular too, Linz, isn't he?
Yep. Kurt's pulled up short, a couple of foot short with his bowl.
He did.
Leaving an opening there for Ryan Bester, who
Ryan Stewart's watching.
I imagine will be in the area somewhere.
Well, they really do need to, with all due respect, they really do need to grab a few shots here, Broady, just to keep the motor rolling.
Is he going to hold up
No,
out
he's
there?
not.
No.
He's going to get onto Chloe's bowl.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to roll it too damn far.
No, he's safe.
Interesting to note that Ryan Burnett on the rink next door has picked up a few shots and only trails Kelvin now by 1.
Well, Kevin Anderson is behind.
Well, he's
16-3.
13, yeah.
Wayne Turley is leading,
He's
and
13 behind.
they need to pick up on their rink.
Ross Cribben is watching from Townsville. Good morning to you, Roscoe. And Brownie's going to come in here behind and turn Chloe's bowl further out. Now, what are they looking at? Now, I think you'll find that...
Well, I'm thinking it's only one shot.
Well, it probably is now, because I don't know whether Brownie's last bowl could even be second shot now, or even Chloe's bowl on the right-hand side that's on the run.
Now, he's out there,
Well, he is. He
this
might.
time.
They're looking at it pretty closely. Has he got the weight to get back in there?
Depends what happens to you.
That.
No.
Falls in. Oh, yeah.
3.
Now they said.
Richo's put 3 fingers
he
up.
did. He said 3, and that's the third. Well, that was the one we thought could be, and it was. Now Chloe's down on her knees here, and they're looking at. I doubt very much whether they can get another one here. No, I think they've given up the ghost.
So Kurt.
Oh, no, wait a minute. 3. Okay, so that, well, that's a big pickup and richly needed from the Broadbeach Bulls, just to keep them in firing distance. And Barbara Green comes and she's, hi Gary, great bowls being played, and certainly is, Barb, in watching in tandem, zone 13 semi-final, and this game can find a home. Well, she did that yesterday, didn't she?
Yeah.
She loved her bowls, and she's watching 2 games at once. And Brian Stewart's joined the program. Good morning, Brian. And Gavin Holborn is watching. And there's many, many hundreds of others of you out there who are tuned in to this wonderful game we're bringing you, and we're updating all the other scores as we proceed.
So Richo's thrown a medium to long end here. He's changed it up a little bit. It looks like he's got a little bit of heat on this bowl, which he has.
Yeah, but he's come in all right, hasn't he? I mean, you wouldn't be horribly disappointed with that, but you'd also...
Richo would be.
Think, yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
You'd also think that Maxi Japre would be up to the task of beating that bowl. And he's got
pretty good weight,
He's
Max.
got excellent weight. He's just going to dribble underneath the jack there. Now, Richo, what's he done for us here, Linz? He's a bit tight as well, isn't he?
Well, his bowls are not all that wide, but he's still taking off. He's got a bit of weight. He had a bit of weight on it coming up.
Yeah. So, Wilson Alexander's watching. Good morning, Wilson. And Bev Farrell. Hello there, Gary and Britt.
Max is not far away here.
Great shot, Maxie.
Great shot, Max.
Well, it's Lindsay Ponting and myself behind the microphone at the moment. Bev. But thanks anyway.
Peter Obday. Hi, guys. Keep up the great work. Enjoying it. Thank you, Peter. There's a little hole there. No, but he's got the kitty.
Ryan, he has too.
Yep.
Well, very good shot there from Chris Lanham.
2 or 3 shots to birdie.
Well, it's certainly, well, you're right, and the one on the right-hand side could be counting. David, is it Garvey, wants to know what's happening with Burno. Well, Ryan Burnett's on rink 2, and he's just hit the lead. What's happened here? Oh, that was a
good shot, Jaden.
good shot, Jaden. Now, did he get the shot?
Yeah, he's got the shot.
I think he might
Kylie
have.
put a finger up.
I think she did. Where will I get?
Ryan Burnett, he's behind 12. He's ahead 12,
no, he just
11.
hit the lead, 12-11.
Over Calvin had a decent lead, didn't he?
He did.
Liam?
He was leading about 11-4, 11-6 or something. And earlier on, I think they were up 7-1.
Yep.
So there's some kind of resurrection from the Broadbeach team, skipped by Burno.
Wayne Turley's leading Kevin Anderson 17-3 now.
Yeah,
and the overall score is 41-24 to Tweed Heads Ospreys. So they've kicked away a little bit here. Still a long way to go. But
Yeah, they have.
they've got a handy lead.
Well,
And,
Burno's keeping in touch and hit the lead, but Kevy Anderson, his Scottish compatriot, needs to chip in with some decent bowls. And we haven't seen what's been happening, but if you're down 17-3, they certainly need to pick their game up, don't they, Linz?
Well, they certainly do.
'Cause it doesn't get it too far away.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening over there, but this game that we're telecasting here has been an absolute cracker.
Yep.
The conversions have been fantastic.
Now, Lily Jane Shibosky, is it? Shibosaki is watching from Thursday Island, Muddy's Club.
The Mummies Club.
Gail George is watching from Mandurah in Western Australia, and it's still brekkie time over there, Gail, I believe. Johnny North just finished the vacuuming. He's now back.
G'day, Johnny.
I
How
think
are
he
you, mate?
still works at the Tweed Heads Club down there, doesn't he? Oh no, he'd be doing that at home, is he?
No, I don't think he's doing any security anymore.
Oh, okay.
I think he's finished.
Yeah, I think he told me that. Yeah. And David Garvey is watching from a boozer in where's he? Montrose. Best pals with Ryan Burnett. Taught him everything he knows, which isn't a lot, to be honest. Darren Muncher Mullen says, "Good morning, boys. Morning, Dash. You might let me. I didn't get a chance to see any race results from yesterday, Muncher. Let me know how your horse went.
I don't think it won.
The Sinner.
No.
Oh, okay.
If it was in at the Gold Coast, it never won.
Yeah, well, Lindsay's just said something there. So, hello, Gary and Lindsay. Great day for bowls. Thinking about if any day is a good day for bowls for me. Well, that's true with all of us, isn't it?
Certainly is. Gary Jemison says 2 classy teams makes for great watching. Well, you're spot on there, Gary.
Yeah.
Sue McKenzie's watching. Hi, Sue. And Shane Boyd is watching from Yanchep in WA.
Okay.
Welcome to the coverage, Shane.
And David Garvey says he'll be in Australia pretty soon. He's going to give Ryan, what's he say? He's going to teach him some more or something.
Well, you want to hurry up before it's locked down, mate.
Well, that's it, yeah. And Jill Grimshaw is watching from Deniliquin in New South Wales. Bill Taylor is watching from Tathra in New South Wales. Great coverage, guys. Thank you, Bill. And that's where all the winter skiing is, isn't it, Tathra?
Ryan's just had a look for Jaden's bowl, and he's just missed.
Roger Green is watching from Lakeview Lawn Bowls Club, Sun City, Arizona. Well, Roger's a very regular to our coverage from Arizona in the USA.
So does he live there, or is he in
Well,
holidays
I don't know. He
Let
might
us
have to
know.
tell us a bit more about that. He's obviously an expat Australian who loves his lawn bowls, you would think.
What about? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
good. Let us know, Roger.
Yeah.
If you're Australian living over in Arizona, or you're.
Irene McClellan wants to know if we've got any updated scores in the Premier Ace. Well, we will have fairly soon.
Look at this.
Irene.
Look at this. Kurt's he's just pulled up a bit short. He was looking to get around to just to move Richo's bowl.
They're a fair distance away from us, Irene, but if they get out of the way of the major scoreboard, I'll be able to give you an update.
Ah,
What's Rhino done? He's turned Curdy up, has he?
yep.
But looking at Richo's still got the shot. Yeah, well, he has. He's got rid of that other bowl. Richo's still got the shot there.
Well, Richo didn't have the shot,
No, but he has now.
He has
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Now there's cheering going on all over the joint, folks. We're just not too sure which rink it's coming from.
Sue McKenzie says, morning guys, great game. It is.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a cracker of a game on this rink. There's been a lot of conversions, a lot of good
Right.
draw shots. The wind's starting to get up a little bit
Yeah, it
now and
is.
affecting the bowls a bit.
Well,
But
it's supposed to get a damn sight windier this afternoon too, I understand.
I'm going down the coast for holidays next week. You wouldn't believe it, would you?
Are you?
It's blowing a bloody gale.
Well. Sally Walsh is responding to Janine Brown and the Ospreys. And Sally said she might even come down here to watch the final. Well, now I'll just wait to see if these guys get out of that main scoreboard, and I'll give you the reserve score. And it looks to be Tweed Heads are 48 and Broadbeach are 44 on 47 ends. So there's only 4 shots of difference, and they're just a little way past halfway in the game. So that's very close. And we welcome back to the microphone the one and only Brett Clifford. How are you, mate?
Good, buddy. Yeah, Tweed have got away to a great start here.
Oh, okay. So that answers Irene McClellan. Can't give you the individual rink scores unless we actually go out there, Irene, because all the boards are sideways facing to
Yeah,
where
it's a bit
we
hard. We
sit.
can update you on the overall scores,
Yeah.
the best we can do for you at the moment.
Anthony Monson is watching Karratha in Western Australia. And Adam McNamara says Tathra is on the south coast, New South Wales, not in the ski fields. Well, that's how much I know.
So Richo's got one right on it.
Now, Peter Abraham Gangur is watching from Thailand. He met a few of the players last year on the Gold Coast. Terrific lot. Well, it all depends who you met. Some of them can drive you nuts, but most of them are pretty good.
Richo's put another one on there.
Irene McClellan says, thank you. Well, that's what we're here to do. We're here to please. Adam Liddell's watching. Okay, so it's 10:13. Now, the rink we're more concerned about, if you're a Broadbeach Bulls fan, is the Turley versus Anderson encounter.
19-3.
Yeah, that's looking rather spooky, Swanee, isn't it?
It is.
Now, the Bulls appear to be holding 2.
Yes,
Yeah,
Richo's holding
courtesy
2.
of Peter Richards, who it's fair to say might slightly have the edge on Maxi Jaffray so far. Which
Jaden's well down
well, he
here.
has played this well, hasn't he?
He's playing very nice
He
bowls.
sure is.
Look at that.
Well, he's one of these young up-and-coming kids that just
is.
can't be denied.
No, his form is very well. I was speaking to Kurt saying he's an absolute been a star for this team.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Now, what's Scotty got to say about this? Not
Well,
much,
this
because
is-
I think
this
he's
is
going to
Bear,
go
I
through
think.
the gap, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, that's not Scotty.
That's
Chris
Bear,
Lanham
yeah.
again. Yeah. Okay. And Neville Nikita Bamblet is watching from Narrandera. From Narrandera Redbacks in New South Wales.
Now, Jaden's got onto Max's bowl, but yeah, he's holding.
Well, he's turned it nicely through, hasn't he?
It's a nice little catcher there now.
Yeah, because that's going to make him.
The Bulls are holding one, I think. That
You
Ryan,
reckon they've still got it,
Well,
yeah?
Ryan said he held a finger up. And I don't think he
Okay.
was giving him the middle finger.
Ken Rickard has joined the coverage from Salisbury in South Australia. They come from everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Swanee, they're
Get him
all.
from Egypt.
We do.
We do.
We got a bloke from Arizona we haven't heard from him. Well, we have, and he's going to tell us his connection with the Lawn Bowls game. We hope. And Paul O'Brien says, Tomo and Swanee on the microphone. Gee, what a surprise.
How are you going, Paul?
Poppy, listen, just behave yourself.
Right, see if Chloe can turn this head around.
Well, she turned my head around once. I'll give you the tip. She's such a lovely lady. She's a bit wide here, but she's turned that
Well, another
over.
catcher in there.
Well, she's turned it over into a spot that the Broadbeach Bulls wouldn't want it to be in.
No.
Now, Rosalind Newman is watching from Fairy Bower in central Queensland. As usual, great coverage. Thank you, Rosalind. Well, I don't know that you've announced your presence previously, but it was lovely to have you there from Fairy Bower.
Okay.
You ever been to Fairy Bower?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I've had a fairy floss, but
I've got no idea where Fairy Bower
Kurt's getting
is.
very interested in this.
He is.
Oh,
And now
it's
he's
lit.
totally
Well,
lost interest.
There's a nice little build-up of bowls that Jack's trailed it
Yeah, well,
on.
there is. So Rhino, I don't know, he might be...
Well, Ryan could actually trail it behind his own bowls.
Well, he
He'd
could.
take the shot away from it.
Of course he can. He can please himself. He can either go for cover, but I don't know that he'll do
No,
that.
I think if he sets the bowl and
He's
trails it,
yeah, well,
I think-
he's going to try and trail it before
Yeah.
anybody else does.
Yes, and he's the man that's capable of doing it too.
And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't trail it, he might sit something.
Just slid by it, but he's knocked one of his own
Now the
bowls back
Tweed
there.
Heads boys have gone nuts on rinks 2. So
Another Kelvin Kirk out drive.
there's
has
another
had,
bloody Kirk special, was it?
Yes, it was.
And he's walking around with his stick there, waving it around. He loves it. We love him too, don't
yeah,
we?
he's been a good bowler for many years.
Vince, Vivian, it is Lawrence Etheridge is watching from Seduna in South Australia.
Hello to Kerry Green.
Welcome to you, Vivian.
Kurt's
Now-
got a tight line here. Let's see what happens. Now,
Yeah.
it's drifted out a little bit early, so it might hold this line. No, here it goes now.
Oh, he's going through the... Oh,
Yeah.
no, he's not.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yes,
just
he
slipped through
is.
it. He's
Gone through the hole.
You can't do much better than try the line, and if it
No,
happens, it
you
happens. He's
can't.
shaking his head saying, well, but he's played beautiful weight.
Glenn Windle is watching from Aberdeen in New South Wales.
Ah.
Goodness me, we've had people from all over the place. Is anybody working today?
It's a Sunday. They've just been to church and now they're looking at
Oh,
bowls.
okay.
Now, Rhino, is this going to turn enough? It looks close.
Oh, is
No,
he
it's gonna
just
hang.
going to hold
Yeah.
again? Look, he's only kicking himself.
Boy, I tell you, Kurt's got a shot on here
Oh, yes.
to make a nice little number. Touch that jack about 2 foot. And
Well, he'd be happy if he did. He could make 3 if he did
yes,
that.
he could, yeah.
Linda Morris is watching. Good morning, Linda. And we've got people from everywhere, but this is the most exciting match you could imagine, and then it's going to get even more exciting when we have the final, which
Now,
will be
Kurt's
commencing at
played
1
this
o'clock.
tight line. Is it going
Has
to
he got
hold
it?
this time?
You can't see the kids are in the way.
He's got
it.
the jack. He's run
Where's it
through
going to
with
go?
it.
And he's made
one because Rhino flicked that. And how important was that bowl that Rhino flicked over to the head earlier?
Yeah, well,
because without that, he was 5 down.
It was Scotty Chamberlain's bowl that was in there.
Yeah.
That was stopping him from getting any more. Alan Bruff says good morning and back at you, Bruffy.
One to the Ospreys there.
Watching from who was this one? Jeff Wiseman is watching from Burnie in Tasmania. Top
Taswegian.
coverage, top bowls. Well, everything's working well. And Jeff Watkins says he thought it was Frank Sinatra and Willie Nelson on the microphone.
Should we go a bit? No, we.
No, we better not. No, that'll drive people nuts. The DAS is there'll be no karaoke.
Okay.
Okay.
one
Well,
of
there
these
comes
days.
Maxie.
Max Jaffray, yes.
And he's got a
He's
whopping
played
start
a very,
here.
very nice starter.
He said, how do you like that
Wow.
team Team Broadbeach. Johnny Bain is back watching. We always thought you were. Now, what's Pete done here? I think he's come underneath this.
Errol Flynn, but beautiful weight.
Now, Maxie's looking at this. He's saying, well, I'm going to make you pay, Richo. We're going to draw another one and put you under a bit more pain. And he's out there and not quite as far as he was previously.
On, boy.
He's giving him the one-handed whoosh.
It's a good, yeah.
Well, that's 2.
Yep.
Now,
Richo, what can we do?
Well, he needs to improve.
He looks like he's got a better line.
Well, that's what he needs, because his weight with his first one was okay.
Yeah.
Now, he's overcooked it a wee bit, but he's better than his first.
Yep. Okay.
Now, Warren Corowa says, I won a Club 4s in Darwin with Scotty Chamberlain, and he looks like he has changed his delivery.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, he's one top bloke. Yes, well, we'd all agree with that. I don't know about the delivery side of things there, Warren, but you would know, of course.
Jaden's taken a fairly
Now,
wide line.
Jaden Christie, he's been the thorn in the side,
hasn't he? He's played extremely well.
Broadbeach today so far, and Brownie has already suggested that he's been the star of the team for most of the year.
I was talking to him earlier. And John Parkinson just says there's no churches in Thailand where he is, but I'll pop into the temple later.
Oh, right.
Is that the temple
well,
of
it's
alcohol?
Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Now, what's Leonard's done here? He's clicked on that and come across. So he's probably only one down.
Yes.
He might have cut Maxie's other front bowl out. Now, Kurt's saying, we wouldn't mind one behind here.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. Because they haven't got a bowl past the jack yet.
No, they haven't, but they will have in a minute, I'm sure, because Jaden he'll obey instructions. And what's he done? He's going to, he's missed.
Well.
Well, he would rather, I think he's still got the shot. Yeah, Brownie's indicator's still got one. He was rather fortunate, he never clicked on the jack there. He just ran underneath it, didn't he? Now what's Bear got? Is he going to hang on? He's a bit too overcooked.
I think Kurt will still be looking for something because there's...
Yeah, now Ray Duro is here from Trevelyan Thunder in Tassie.
Ah, hello, Ray.
Yes, Ray, and Marilyn Ann Basher. She's joined the program. Well, it's so lovely to have all of you folks here, and I reckon we could break a few records this afternoon, Swanee.
I think we will.
We get this final up and cooking.
Boy, oh boy.
But anyway, let's not worry about that for the
Chloe's
moment.
just delivered a bowl. We'll see how we're going to go here. Is it going to hang on? It looks like it might.
I don't know. No, Cloris has gone underneath.
Yeah.
And you can see we're more than halfway through, folks, and the Bulls would need to put the foot down just to at least contain.
Yes, they need to chip away.
Well, they do.
A good end each on every rink, and they're back in.
Well, that's it. I mean, that can easily happen, can't it?
Yeah.
They probably need to pick up 10 shots in the next few ends just to stay in touch with the Ospreys.
Yes, if Tweed chip away and get a couple more ends up on them here in the next few.
It's a major problem from our Broadbeach point of view is the Kevy Anderson rink. But I can guarantee you that they will be busting their bums off to get themselves within reasonable touch of Wayne Turley and his team.
Well, that was a good result for Chloe because she's hit Jaden
Yeah,
she's
hit it. I don't think it's made any difference to the count.
No,
though,
it hasn't, but...
So now, Scotty Chamberlain, is it?
Yes.
With his green bowls. Now, Rhino's getting mildly interested in this. If his weight's okay, he needs a click.
And he's got the
edge. He got the click.
He's touched the bowl.
And he's got the shot. He might have made 2.
Yes.
with Chris Lanham's back bowl. He's giving him a nice low 5 there. And there's 5s going on and elbow punches and...
Well, this was
all
why it was
sorts of
important
things.
that... well, Jaden got the bowl back there, but you can see that they've only got one in amongst a fair few. If the jack moves at all... Yeah. So... Kurt might come down on the other hand, try to just touch that jack along to Jaden's bowl, which is Jaden's or Max's. Looks like it's third shot. They're holding 2 by the looks.
Yeah,
of
well,
this.
you would have thought so from
Yeah.
our...
And
in
looking
fact,
from
I'm
here on the
convinced
side-
it is too.
Yeah, it looks like it is from the side on view we got
from
here
the
as well.
side we can see directly into the head between the screens we're looking at. And that's...
Okay, so Kurt's going to play this hand here. I suppose if he rolls Max over or gets inside of Max's, but I think he might be down the outside here.
Brown, he looks as though he's got a little bit too much pudding to get back to where he wants to be. And he has.
The weight was all right. If he got onto Max's or inside of Max's, he probably...
Now, what's Rhino going to do? Is he on forehand or backhand? What do you reckon?
Well, look, I'd be thinking he'd be coming down the same hand there.
He doesn't... Well, it's not... He can play either hand, couldn't
Well,
he, really?
now he's looking at the other hand and
Yeah, I
saying
think
something.
he's just changing around a bit.
There he is.
I think he probably... If he got back to match Chris Lanham's back bowl behind the jack, I think he'd be more than happy with that. Now, what's he trying to do?
Well, if you're going to come across the head and sit this
he
bowl at
needs
Max,
the right click on that to do something, and he got it.
Well,
Now, did he make 3? I'm not convinced.
no, I'm not too sure about that one.
We're looking directly between, or I am, between the two monitors we have. And
Kurt's turned his back on this really quickly, which means he's not
he's
going to...
narrow.
Yeah.
He's narrow and not up, but apart from that, it's not a bad bowl.
Well, Bear's having a look at this. To
Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to. No, he's not.
2 shots he's saying.
He hasn't even, but Rhino's got a bowl to come.
He has, and now if he can get a little edge on that bowl and roll it and sit in there,
he could make 4.
he could, exactly right.
So if he plays the same shot, he looks to have
Yeah.
a bit more weight this time.
Yeah, to hold up under this
Now, is
front
he going to
line.
hang on? Is he hanging on?
He's very
Hold
close.
on.
Oh,
Hope
and he's
is
cut
on
it in.
its way.
Oh,
No,
that's a
he's-
fortune. He's
He's
only
knocked
got
it
the one
in.
now.
He's only got 1. Well,
He just had to get another inch
he
of
just
that. and he
needed
made 4.
another quarter of an inch wider, and he'd have got it out and made 4.
Yes, he would have.
But anyway, Kevin Anderson's picked up 1 shot there, which is a massive pickup. It's now 19-4 down,
It goes to a good cause.
but at
Max,
least it
doesn't
didn't go to the opposition.
Well, this is another thought. Peter Thompson is watching. Hello, Peter.
So now here we go. It's fairly tight on the other 2 rinks, although both the Tweed Ospreys teams lead by 3. But the one we're concerned about is Turley versus Anderson. Anyway, I won't keep bringing it up because we know that the Broadbeach boys will be really hopping in there. Now Swanee's got the binoculars on the reserves, and he's waving his hand to try and get him out of the way of the score. They can't see him. You're wasting your time,
I
Swanee.
know, mate.
It looks like 51, is it? The Tweed Heads. Let me see if I can see. I'm on a slightly different angle from you.
Might be 61.
I might be able to just... I don't know if I can. They're all standing right in the damn way. Which happens.
Well, Richo's drawn the shot there. Max is coming down. If he gets onto his own bowl, he's just under it. So that's a bowl in the head. Okay.
Now,
I think it's a 60.
if they just get out of
61-45,
the
was
way...
it?
And Matty Bell, I think Matty Bell's your main offender. He's in the way. But I'll concentrate on it because there's only one bloke standing there, and no, it's not going to work. Because now Serena Matthews is... Here we go, 61-45. So it's 61 to Tweed and 45 to the Broadbeach Bulls, and I'm not real certain how many ends it's on. That's the only part I didn't
Jaden's
get.
played another great bowl here. He's drawn the shot. He's having a really good game.
It's on 55 ends.
55 ends.
It's
yes.
61-45 on 55. So the Bulls have dropped to a 16-shot deficit after, 55 ends.
55 ends, yes.
Not good.
No.
Yeah, Robbie Farrell. Let's go the Bulls. We go, we're not allowed to barrack Robbie, as you know, but we echo that.
Jaden's well down again here. Now, if he gets through the port and sits his second shot, well, he's got the jack a bit unlucky there.
Oh,
So it's
he was.
it's up
yeah.
and down for you. If he gets the
Well,
port,
Chris Lanham might even have the shot now by default.
Yeah, you might be right there.
Chris Lakefeld's watching. Good
Hello,
morning
Chris.
to you, Chris. Nathan Appleton's joined in. G'day, Nath.
Jess Pickering, hello. Go Broady. Well, they're
Yeah.
trying their best.
They sure are. They
Scott's
certainly
well
won't be
down here.
giving up the ghost, I can guarantee you
He's
that.
given this every effort.
He's played this
Yes,
rather
he
well.
has. That's a great bowl.
It's a good shot, Scotty.
Very, very nice bowl. Jack's moved off the line. He's put down a bowl about a
Yep.
foot out. Well,
I wonder if
Chrissy Pab's in there. Gazza in A grade. Bulls are playing Helensvale. Yes, they are, not Tweed.
what did I say?
Oh, they're, yeah.
In the the
Bulls are playing Helensvale, yeah.
and that's in the reserves.
That's
yeah,
in the reserves, yeah.
I said that, didn't I?
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh, I might have mucked it up. Robin Farrell says, maintain your bias. Yeah, well, we got to be diplomatic up to a point, Robbie, but it's very difficult.
I'm here for good bowls.
Oh, well, that's what
You
I'm
can't do
for
much
too.
about it, even if you're playing against someone who's bowling well.
You know, we love our bulls, but now what's
Chloe's
happening
well
here?
down
Cloris,
here.
Cloris
Just a little bit overweight, but a
she's
good
going to
starter.
drive us nuts by the...
Yeah, she's
He's
got a
just-
nice second shot.
I told her before when I passed her in the line there, I said, stop bowling so well, Cloris.
She can't help it. She
I know,
practices
she
that well.
does.
You know, it's
She's enough to drive you insane. Especially when she's not
Ryan
on your
Burnett
side.
just played a huge bowl.
Did he?
Yes. Sat Kelvin's bowl.
Well, they've
out.
gone all the way down the green to shake his hand. Well, I don't know how many he's got, but they went.
Yeah.
Surely that was more than a 2 or 3 shot celebration.
Well, yeah.
Okay, now Cloris, there she comes again.
I'll
This
tell you,
naughty
how
lady,
much- how
she
much weight
deserves
she got
to
this
be
time?
smacked.
Just a little bit over. Another counter. Another
She's
second
another
shot.
great bowl, Chloe.
Yeah, one down.
Mm,
The Bulls are holding one there.
starting to drive me mad. What am I going to talk to you? I'm getting you off my Christmas card list, Cloris, if you keep this up. Calvin.
Kelvin.
Now the cheers are going back again.
Hello.
Yeah, and the Broadbeach Bulls, the
Yeah.
celebration was short-lived
Well,
because Cal's done something spectacular, as he usually does.
which he has, yeah.
Now
Yeah,
here comes
Rhino.
Rhino. If he's around this, he's got a chance. He'd land this one and be good.
Under that, and
He has. Now they've got to be holding 2 here.
I'd suggest they would be.
And Kevin Anderson's picked up another one, which is sensational single to get. He's only now down 14. But we love the boys, and they're going to be doing the best they can, I'm sure. So Brownie knows that he's certainly 2 down. What's he got in mind, Swanee?
Well, he'd be just trying to draw to Chloe's bowls. If he sits on him and falls back, he's got at least second.
Is
if
he
not
going to have
shot.
a little poke on the backhand, is he?
Well, he might, by the look of it. He could get both the bowls, I suppose. He
could
gets
do.
the inside of the orange.
Oh, he's coming down with weight.
I'll tell you what. Oh, he's got that front
the
bowl.
front one, but at least it's got out of the way because it wasn't sort of in the count in any way,
No.
was it?
He was awfully close to the
So
line
he
there
might
too.
be looking at having another punch at
I would
this.
say, yeah, depending on what CC does.
Yeah,
That's my nickname for Rhino because he likes a Canadian.
Canadian club, he does. We've
yes,
always
he
said
does.
that, haven't we?
Yes.
Ever since he arrived at Broadbeach, so
I'll tell you what, he's got a
Canadian
very
club
nice
sales are
line
going
here
through
to
the
get
roof.
Chloe's bowls.
Well, he needs to get inside because he wants
And
to
he
count.
has, and sat
He wants
there.
to count, and
That's
he
made
does.
3.
Okay, well, that's a wonderful shot because if Brownie gets these 2 and Jack goes nowhere, they're still going to be holding 1. Now,
Very
what's he
close.
done? He's
Bang,
got them
bang,
both.
and he got them both.
Well, that's a great shot, Brownie.
Yes.
But just as well, Rhino got that one there
Yes.
because it gives them 1.
Yes, one to the
So
Bulls
it goes
there.
to 12-14. So it's all happening here at Club Helensvale, and if you're not down here watching it live, you should be sitting at home watching it on your TV with a cold glass of something or other and an air conditioner on, perhaps. Don't you reckon?
Well, I'll have a bourbon.
All right. I'll have half. Yeah.
And the overall there after 45.
'Cause
Still plenty
it's-
of ends left.
Oh, yeah. It's
20
still
behind.
20 down, but that's very catchable, isn't it? If they, like you said, they string 3 ends together. Now,
Yes.
what's Pete done here? He's got a
Richo's
terrific start.
right on it.
He's got a little touch.
Well, yeah. Room there for Maxie. he
Bruno
says.
and Rhino's going up and down here with his chalk spray. He'll be run out by the end of the day if this keeps up. I know he's got normal chalk.
Maxie's well down here.
Yeah, here he goes. He's just going to
Is he
drift
going to
past,
get
is
to
he?
the jack? No, he's not going to. No.
Brownie's giving him a round of applause. No, and Lockett said, sounds like a plan. Well, that's probably the...
A bourbon?
Yeah, well, yeah. That,
A
sitting
wine
at
for
home,
you, Gav.
sitting at home with it. Yeah, I'll have a white wine. Sitting at home watching all the action on your large screen TV.
I'd almost expect Max to correct here and go very close.
Well, it looks to me as though he's
Oh, he looks a
knocked
bit
his
Errol Flynn,
grass on.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
does.
didn't really toss that out very far.
No, he didn't. He's got the weight
Right
too.
from the minute he let that go, I tipped he was going to be skinny with that.
He'd be a little bit upset with that, getting the perfect weight.
Now, Chris Lanham's got an opportunity to bury this a wee bit,
Yep.
and he'd certainly want to be trying it, and he's not that far away.
No, he's not.
Has he got the weight to reach it? Well, he's not. He's okay.
Yes.
I don't know if he's made it any
I think
easier.
Jaden will probably come down on the other hand here.
You think so? He might do, because he's trying to get to the Jack High Bowl. Yes, he
Yeah.
will.
Yes.
Did Kurt and Chloe just change positions, says Brandon Hill. No, they didn't.
No.
They're up on the head together.
Yeah, the thirds sometimes stand up and down.
Brownie has been skipping right from the start.
Just depends on the wind here with Jaden's bowl. It's going to hold
He's
out.
just going to
Yeah.
hold out there. His
Lovely
weight was
weight.
good though, wasn't it?
It was.
Now, Rhino's called Chris to
Yes.
change his hand. He's probably looking at just trying to close that shot off a bit.
Yes, if he can just touch the jack around the corner.
Well, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Now, his weight looks pretty good here.
I think he's just going to hang out.
He's just going to hold
He's
out
gonna
there.
fatten
But
up that target.
well, he is, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
he's in there to count.
Yes, he is.
Now, Jaden might be looking at using a bit more weight, and I think he is.
With the line, I'm suggesting he must have more
Well,
weight.
I don't know if he's
We'll see.
wide enough, is he? He needs to get a
Well, look at this.
decent
He's-
bit of this.
He's got the little run and rub and
Yep.
fall over.
Oh, Brownie said, yeah, that's short.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He certainly played a lot tighter, didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
Stuart Waters, cold drink. I should be sleeping in as I'm here, but can't stop watching.
Well, it gets
Should
you
be
in.
sleeping.
Well, keep watching, mate.
Stuart
You'll be right.
Waters. Well, the excitement is just building all the time, and it's certainly not going to get any less by the time 1 o'clock gets
And
around.
Scott for the Bulls there his weight was immaculate, but yeah, just a little bit. And it's hard sometimes. You're plugging away at a good line, and then the wind comes up and holds you out. So
And Daphne Morris has joined the program, and the fantastic news is that Kevin Anderson has picked up another shot. And I think they've won 3 ends in a row, got 3 singles.
there you go.
So the worm might have turned there,
What
Swanee.
turn?
We need a dirty grab. We need a boa constrictor, not
Well,
a friggin' worm.
I think Chloe with this bowl, but though the last one held up for Jaden.
Well, she's gone through the gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, Scotty Chamberlain has been asked to play a sensational shot here. And
I'm thinking that if he can touch that jack,
well,
foot,
that's what he's
makes
trying
three.
to do.
Yeah.
How's he looking to your eyes?
Well, he looks a bit on the
he's
thin
underneath.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not what was required, but anyway, he's
Chloe's
trying to.
Just get to these two bowls.
Of course she is. Well, she's even trying to, even if she arrives on Jaden's shot bowl and turns it up on the jack, it's going to change the head around a bit, isn't it?
It is. Now she's a fraction wider this time. If she's got similar weight, she's got to be awfully close. Now the wind's just come up really big time.
And look at the shot she's played.
And click, bomb.
Oh, and could be.
Well, it's.
Don't
I'm
know.
suggesting.
Well, it might be. It could well be that. Was that Chris Lanham's bowl? Could be that Chris has now got the shot.
I think it's Peter's bowl.
Oh, Peter.
Yeah, I think
Peter's bowl.
I think he might just
He
have
might
shot. It's
just
close
be
all
shot.
round. I think Peter's bowl might be shot.
We can see the head past without using the screens, but it's almost impossible to tell. But I would think Peter's got shot. Now here comes Rhino. What's he done?
He's just
Well,
missed
he's just missed it. Good grief.
Wow.
There's the Shillingtons walking past. McWhinney Shillingtons.
Yes. Get yourself a nail, Graham.
Yeah, it's all good to see they come up here, and once they're no longer in the tournament, they come up here to watch it live.
Sandy Mills is on. What's happened to the
Pauline.
pitcher? I think our pitcher's okay. Our tech department saying it's fine. Might just have to reset or refresh your...
Yeah, do something. Pauline Barton is saying, can we get a reserve score of the Helensvale and Broadbeach? We gave that to you not very long ago. And we can't give you individual rink scores, Pauline, because they're so...
65, 52 on 58 or 58 ends.
Well, there you go. And that's in favour of Helensvale.
Yes, they're on the top of the board, yeah.
So that's still got a few ends to go, but Jason Curry's walked past and dodged. Everyone dodges our little gizmo in front of you thinking it's a camera, but it's not.
Well, now Rhino went awfully close with his last bowl, just to flicking that jack.
Yeah, how's he looking here? Scotty's waving this in a bit, but I don't know that the wave is going to
The
help.
wind's holding it out. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
He
he's
had the
had
weight,
terrific
but-
weight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher Buttons is watching. Don't know why he
Chloe's-
changed his name to
Yeah,
Buttons.
well, Chloe's looking at a shot here to Charlie, the shot bowl out. I think that's what she's calling.
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
He's
she's-
coming up there. But look,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty smart thinking, isn't it?
Come up, have a look. If he gets a split on the shot bowl will Charlie out the head.
Well, not only that, if he happens to overplay it and gets onto Jaden's bowl in front,
well, looking at it,
it still
Tweed-
might go all right for him.
well, Tweed have the best back 4 bowls.
They do.
So we can see that from here.
Now, there's 3 of them. You can see
Yes,
3 of
and,
them. And there's the other one with
Kurt's bowl is back
Brownie's
there.
bowl in the bottom
So,
left hand of your screen, which now
I think
disappeared.
that's what Chloe's getting at. The double chance.
Exactly.
Jaden's bowl through the jack.
And now Maxie's got involved in the conversation as well. So,
The Charlie's on to take the shot out. If you get Jaden's bowl through the jack.
well, Jaden, he's not in the conversation because
No,
he said, all you got to do is knock my bowl up.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not saying anymore. Turn my bowl up or turn that other one
Look,
out.
at worst, if it killed, unless one of the Bulls' bowls came through,
Yeah.
if it kills, gets respotted, they're in a world of pain because it's going to be 4 down.
Yeah, well,
Now-
Chloe. Well, I'm glad that Chloe's called Brownie up because he might not have tried to play that shot, but now he's going to make up his mind.
Speed of the green, Gary. We've had a little question from John Parkinson.
Probably wouldn't be any more than 15
No, it
and a half.
wouldn't be. Yeah,
It might be a wee bit quicker this afternoon.
it will be because they'll roll it again.
Yeah, they will.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kurtz-
Brownie, he's playing the shot that Chloe called him up to have a look at. Oh, what's he got? Nothing.
Yeah, he's played it narrow.
He did.
But
Anyway, that's clearly 1-2 because they haven't even measured. So
Yep,
it's
one to the
one to
Bulls.
Broadbeach. And that makes it, what does that make it? 13. They're down 13-14.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Burnout, as you can see, is still trailing Kelvin. And
Overall, 18 shots the difference. by
yeah,
the
well, I don't know what happened over there, but Kira Burke, I don't know, she played second. Okay, so it could well be that there's another score to go on Kevy Anderson's total, because Kira,
Yes, so obviously Kevy's won that end.
yeah, they haven't put that up yet because Kira's just played her second bowl, and Bolivia, is it leading? I'm not sure.
Okay, Max has delivered his bowl. Looks very, very close. Very good bowl. Excellent bowl. Almost a resting toucher.
Yep.
Richo will come down and have something to say about this. His weight was good on his first bowl. Now he's hunting this down, so he must like it, and he's awfully close. He's got the little split on the bowl, and
what
that's
a
an excellent
shot!
bowl.
What a great shot,
Yeah.
Richo. Now it appears to me now Kevin Anderson has gone 8-19,
We got a
and
two.
it looks as though they've made a change to the team.
They were talking earlier. They had a little confab in the middle of the green.
Right now, what's happened is that it appears that Braden Lease has gone to lead,
Ah,
and Olivia Millerick is now playing second.
uh-huh. Right,
If that's what I can assess, and I believe it is.
yes.
So they've made a change to the situation there, and it might have worked because they've gone from 19-3 to
Won 4 innings in a
19-8.
row now.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So they're starting to bridge the gap, and we'd love to think they continue to do so.
Now, Jaden's well down here. He gets a little inside of this, and he's got.
No, look at him. Look at this kid
boy,
go.
oh boy, he's got the shot.
Has he got what
Yeah.
did Brownie say
Down
he had
put
one?
the finger
Yeah.
up. I don't think he was doing anything rude.
No.
Now Bear's going to follow him down, and try and sit the last bowl.
Calm the balls, says Chris. It's charge time.
Oh, it's gone to a good home, but Bear. That's a nice bowl there.
Stuart Waters says I've given in. And you'd have got a cold beer out of the fridge. He said sleep and wait.
We talked him into it.
Yeah, well, we're smooth talkers, aren't we? Now, Jaden's come down
Jaden's-
again, and
he
he's
is-
starting to annoy me just as
Well, I'll
much as
tell you.
Cloris is. And what's he done here? He's
Well, he
played
doesn't-
another cracking shot.
Oh, look, that's just really. He's on fire.
He is.
He's on fire. And as I said before, that Kurt spoke to me before about how well he's been playing the whole season. He's been his pick
He
of the
has.
team.
He did. He mentioned that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Now, Scotty Chamberlain, he's come down. What's he done? He might be just a little bit quick to get
Yeah,
back.
it's just going to hold out there.
Well, he's got Max's Optima Confetti out of the way. Bad influences, says Stuart. Is his name Stuart Beer and he's drinking water? No, it's Stuart Waters and he's drinking beer. I just got to get that right. I didn't want to put you in the water brigade, Stewie.
All right, now, what's Chloe going to do here? Yes, on this hand here. 'Cause it looks
Well,
like-
I'm
yeah.
scared to watch.
Well, she needs a little position bowl because if they get Jaden's bowl through the jack, it's going to spring out to the left. And obviously that's what they've discussed.
Well, it wasn't too long ago that Broady were 20 shots down. Now they're only 13.
Yes, that's how quickly it can change.
Omar's just walked past the commentary point with a beer in his hand. Just a bit of an eye opener, you would think,
Now,
for
Scott,
Omar.
is this going to hold?
No, it's not.
No. But he's going out to the area where the jack could move to.
Well, that's it.
And that's where Chloe's going to play a bowl. Try to get out to that bowl
Well,
there.
she needs to be there, but Scotty needs to get it out there.
Yep.
Now, here she comes again.
No, she's just going to try and draw one into the head. I
She's
thought she might
just
have
the
played another one
naughtiest
out there.
person. Have a look what
Yeah,
she's
she's
done
got
here.
the weight here. She's played this.
She's
to
drawn another
perfection.
bleeding shot.
Look at this.
Oh, I hate you, Cloris.
Oh, it only had to fall
Oh,
over.
I used to really like you, but I'm not.
You
I'm
still
not so
love her.
sure. Well, I don't know about that.
You do.
I might be sending her an Easter egg. I'll probably smack it over her head or something.
Well, now.
Okay,
Ryan,
right. Okay, he's not
yeah.
mucking around here, I don't think.
He could be trying to play this bowl through the jack because he's got a couple on the right hand side here.
Is he going to get back? He needs to sit this clean. He did.
Okay, well that might have changed the
Well,
shot
that's-
again.
Yeah, well, that's it. He might be looking at playing a yard of weight on the backhand.
On the backhand, yes.
2 feet,
because,
perhaps, just to spin it out there a bit.
Chloe's bowls now waiting back then with a little group of bowls that the Bulls had, so suggesting the shot might
Greg and Carol DeWeger have asked a very pointed question, and they're sharers, which is all good to know, Greg and Carol.
Good.
Based on what you have seen, who do you think will take out the title? Regards, Wedgie. Who do you think will take out? Oh, that's what I said.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Let's go over this game first.
Well, yeah. I think Broadbeach could take out the title, but they've got to win here.
Now he has changed his hand.
Yeah,
He's
he
looking
has.
to get the shot bowl through the jack.
Is he too wide? Scotty's down.
He's
and
close.
he's looking. Bang! Oh,
got
he's
it.
made two.
He's made 2 shots.
He's made two. Rhino, you superstar. And Brownie says, God, bugger me. How the hell did he do that? But he
Well,
did.
He could have got the bowl through the jack and made a number, but he's made 2. And
My bet, Greg
gonna
and
smack
Carroll,
this.
would be that Brownie's going to miss here, but
he's missed it,
that's
yeah.
not what I was about to say. My bet would be that whoever wins this match we're televising probably won't beat Helensvale on their home greens with a bit of wind and what have you. Now I've stepped out on the edge of the plank, right, and someone pokes me in the bum with a cutlass, I'm gone.
put it this way, with the expected wind forecast, it's going to be a roll of the dice because
Well, it
there's
is.
going to be a lot of hard bowls to play.
Well,
narrow, wide,
absolutely
short,
it
long.
will, but
Yeah.
But that augurs well for the fact that Helensvale team would, on a green that they know very, very well, would understand and be very cognizant of what the wind can do. Great bowl, Ryan, says Owen Lockett it was. And it put him in front too, which is the nicest part. And Richo's played a decent shot here, but you can pretty well rest assured that Maxie will eclipse that effort, and I believe
And
he
he's
might
almost
have.
done it with the first bowl. There
He
you
has
go.
indeed. His Optima confettis has just lobbed in there nicely.
Yes. Gary from Bundaberg, good picture he's saying, great picture he's saying.
Oh, that's all good. We love to hear all that stuff. And anybody who comes on and says the picture's something wrong with you, well, it's not here. It's at your end.
I tell you what, Richo,
Somehow.
how close are you here?
Has he got it? Rhino
look
said
at
he
that.
might have, and he has. Great shot, and he changed his hand too to get it.
Wow.
That's the quality of these players. They can put one down blindfold half the time.
Between the legs?
Well, they've never tried one a lot like that before, but now
Tell you what, Max.
Kevin Anderson's picked up another
He's
shot,
just a little
ladies and gentlemen,
A little bit heavy on this one.
and he's now only 10 down, which is really a margin, but he's creeping his way back in.
Yes.
And as I suggested before, Braden Lease is leading, and Bolivia has gone to second. Now, does Lindsay want to come back with you, or what happens? Well, is Brian's not interested anymore? Oh, okay. So it might be Lindsay's turn to come back, was it?
Do you want to go around and have a little...
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I'll go
okay.
around and get the...
Rightio then.
rink scores.
Lindsay back in, and the Cougar will go around and have a look at some rink scores for you. Now Jaden's just missed the jack here. Good effort. Bears on the mat trying to add to it. Okay, Lindsay's back in the chair. The wind's gusting is starting to pick up. You can see the trees are starting to blow right over a little bit here, and the flags are flapping.
Yes, it's certainly picked up a lot since last time I was on here.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult this afternoon's game, I imagine.
Yeah,
but
I don't think there's any advantage to playing on your home green when it's blowing a gale.
no. No, well, it's tough, isn't it? You know, the little things that you might know about the green, well, that's out the window once you get a lot of wind.
Jaden is close here. He is very, very close here. He is bowling
great shot.
extremely well.
Yes, he's having a good game, isn't he?
He's very consistent. Lovely bowl. Beverly Spackman saying, what's wrong with Anderson's rink? Well, it happens sometimes. It happens. But they're chipping away. They've made a slight change, and
Greg Carroll de Wegger says, we're from Capalaba Bowls Club. We used to play Premier League a few years ago. We're rebuilding at this stage. Who's in front in the reserves?
in the reserves, it's 71 to 61 to Helensvale after 65 ends.
After 65.
Gary will give you an update shortly on the rink scores on the reserves, because you already know the Premier League game. It's on your screen. Now Chloe's trying to add to it, and she looks very close. Lovely bowl. Okay, Scott's going to play a bit of weight to this. I'm assuming that was a call by Ryan. Okay, here we go.
He's a little bit tight, Brett, is he?
Well, it's hanging on. See, a little drift it got just there.
Yeah.
Now, he's got the result.
Yep.
Oh, look,
Yep.
it's bounced off the...
He did play
bowl.
weight as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess so.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It got a little drift, as it will, with a bit of breeze. I think Kurt's calling on Chloe to get a bowl behind, because that's, by the look of it, is where that jack's going to go.
Yep, no other place.
No. And that's just what Chloe's done. They're loading up the back. They've got 3 behind at the back now. So Ryan's got to look at options. Options. If he does hit it, he's got to hit it with his first, give himself a chance to draw, but he's going to be in a world of pain if it...
Yeah, Ospreys are leading by 11 shots, which is a nice little lead at this stage, but can easily change.
Well, looking at the update there, it's only, 11, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll let Gary have a little chat for a second.
Just with an update on the progress scores on the in the reserves, and the Helensvale skips names will be read first. Luke Wade, 12, is behind Dean Smith from Broadbeach, 18, and that's on 17 ends. Darren Christie is 20, leading Paul Jobson, 11. That's after 19 ends. Shane Pearson is 16, 1 shot ahead of Jeff Maskell, who is 15. That's after 17 ends. And Troy Corber, continuing on his successful skipping for the season, is 23, leading Tommy Nathan, 17. That's after 17 ends. And the total shots is 71 to 61 after, is it 74 ends? So they've got about 10 ends to go.
Okay, now Ryan's played the shot, and the jack has gone back, and he's found himself 5 down.
Mm-hmm.
There is room there to draw a shot.
Yeah.
Just past the rose bush, and
He's got about a yard all the way around to draw this shot.
Ryan's last bowl.
Yes, it is. Now they're calling on it to hurry. He's drawn the shot by the look of this.
Ah, great shot.
Which he has.
Ah, great shot.
And he's drawn a very close bowl. A very nice bowl there by CC. He needed it. He produced the goods. Holding one. He's got...
Greg Carroll de Wega says, liking your commentary, guys. Down to earth and very Aussie. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
We try to call it as we see it. Getting to this shot of Ryan's going to be hard. There's a lot of flack in the road there. They have 5 seconds, but very hard to get to it. Very, very hard.
Very. He got there first.
Yes, he did. He backed himself.
Oh, with Ryan's quality,
Well,
you'd nearly back him to,
yeah,
if not draw it, to get
a
very
second
close.
shot. Yeah,
Yep.
and he did. He's right. He's right. Look, he's about 10 inches off the jack, almost on line. All the front bowls now are covering up that shot bowl. He's got to produce something magic here.
Like even Kurt's saying, what do you do?
He's looking at something. Can he come off a bowl and get an edge to take that out? Maybe Chloe's wing bowl there to come off that. That's what Max is suggesting. Get an edge off one of those bowls, pump something through and hope for the best. He's got to fabricate something here.
Hit it right and hope for a bit of luck.
Well, yeah, pump something up and just see if it can take the shot bowl out.
Well, it's all he's got, Brett, isn't it?
He's got nothing else.
No.
He's not going to draw it. Well, he could,
No.
I suppose, but it's very, very hard. And you wouldn't anyway.
No,
You've got
you
5 seconds. You're
You wouldn't
looking
draw
for a result here. He was hoping. Fantastic bowls by Ryan. CC played some beautiful bowls then.
And CC stands for?
Canadian Club.
Oh, Canadian
He likes
Club.
a little drop of Canadian Club.
And being Canadian as well.
Well,
Very
exactly.
good.
So that's 1 to the Bulls.
Okay, Richo's leading off. They've thrown it a touch shorter.
Yes, we're going for the short end.
Yep. Warren Downey says great bowling. It was, Warren.
It was.
That's what you come to expect from
From
Ryan.
a world champion.
Yep.
We tend to forget that with Ryan. He's such a likeable fellow that he's been everywhere and nearly won it. The one thing I know he does want to win is a gold medal in the Commonwealth Games singles.
Yeah.
He's been so close so many
A
times.
lot of the top bowlers are. Look at Kelvin. You're not going to get a better guy than Kel.
No. They're all approachable.
Yeah,
How
of
you
course.
going? Come up, say hello.
Of course.
Yes.
Hey, Richo's had a good game.
He has.
Hasn't he? He's had a very good... And Max has bowled well.
Yes, he has.
Well, they've had a good battle. And
Now,
Richo...
Max is well pointed. Will it hold out? Is it going to turn enough? Just. Oh, he's got enough of it, but yeah.
I think
Okay.
Richo's still holding
Yes.
shot there.
Yes. Jimmy C's back online. Hello, Jimmy. No, I think Richo's bowl's going to hold out.
Ah, yeah, they won't be coming back.
Now,
His weight's good again.
Oh, yes.
He gets dirty with himself, Richo.
Of course he does.
It's really down and dirty with himself.
Okay, Max is on a similar line to his last one, so he's got to be fairly close if he's got similar weight. Here it comes now. He's not going to get an edge, no. The Bulls are holding one by the look. Bear's on the mat, delivered his bowl, and he looks like he's got a reasonably good line here too. It's holding a good line on that hand, a little bit of cross breeze. Ah, well, Kurt's just held the finger up. Max's bowl is shot. Sometimes it's hard to judge when the bowls are right on line with the jack from behind here. What can Jaden do this time?
Max's shot.
Yes,
Okay.
Kurt just held the finger up, said he's got one. Now Jaden might be a little bit thin here, but he's got good weight
His
again.
weight looks pretty good.
Yes, well he's got inside
Yeah.
that, so
He's in.
He's in. Jeez, he's playing
He's
well,
had a good game.
isn't he?
Yep.
Now Bear's let this one go. He needs another metre of weight. Now the wind's come up and it's holding him out.
That's
Now look at
holding
this.
him.
He's just got a flick of the jack. They're still down by, I'd suggest, 2. Now Jaden can set this head by sitting Richo's bowl. And he's just the man to do it. Kurt's
I think
having
it's
a
a
look.
touch wide or a touch
Yeah,
quick, I think.
you can see the wind's just, but it's coming to a
touch wide.
very, very good home. He split those 2 bowls there. It's a good bowl.
Yep. It certainly is. Interesting to see the shot here where they play a little bit of weight or look just to sit off that bowl and fall onto the kitty. Scotty's just not turning enough on that hand.
Probably going to put this bowl. Oh, he's knocked that through.
Yep,
So
yep.
they're only the one down.
Yep.
They've got a couple of seconds.
Yep.
Chloe's going to come down and try to just place a bowl in there. And
Rodney Smith says great bowling and commentary. Thank you, Rodney. And Jamie Brabham is watching. Good to have you on board, Jamie.
well, Jimmy, just to answer your question, the reason being there's been a slight change in Big Kevy's rink, and they've won a few ends in a row and got back into the game, you know, a lot better than what they were. Overall score, they're 11 shots behind overall, and as you know in bowls, you can pick that up across the board in a couple of ends. It's not hard. Kurt's hoping to hold this bowl will hold out, and it didn't. No, but it's made the shot for the balls a lot harder.
Wow, they had a good shot on
They
there.
did.
We still play the same shot. He gets it out the road. If he hits it, gets it out the road.
Oh,
Ryan's
yeah.
got a clear go
And
at
if he
it, so-
pumps it through that bowl, he's
No,
okay. He's
playing
going to
the
play
other
there. Oh, right, fair enough. Is it going to hold out? Look at it hold. You can actually see it moving fractionally out as it comes down.
I think he's called him to get behind.
Yeah. Well, Chloe
Right.
can play an absolute cracker here if she can trail this jack about 2 foot. Eh? Or sit that bowl or trail that jack.
Well, you can see what Ryan's idea is.
Yes. Now this is going to get a little straightener. Kurt's hoping it'll hold out. Oh, look at that. Luck's of fortune. She sat the second shot. Rightio. Well, Ryan's got 2 bowls to play. I'm suggesting with his first one it might be,
Wishka.
yeah, there's not much on the
I'm
other hand to
thinking-
play for. I'm thinking,
I'm thinking we're going for it.
yeah,
It's through that hole.
yeah. Yep.
No.
No, he's on that hand. Okay. Well, he's going to try and come across and sit the shot bowl. And I'll tell you what, he's
a
very,
chance of this
very
kitty.
close. He's got it, and he's made 2
Brilliant
shots.
bowl. Brilliant
Maybe
bowl.
3. No, 2. That's Chloe's bowl. So 2 shots, brilliantly played.
What would we know?
We know nothing. When the world champion gets on the mat, he doesn't
Yeah,
take
right.
our option. Played to perfection.
Yeah.
Really was. Now you can see the little gap there between the 2 shot bowls. If Kurt comes down and manages to get that jack between them, about 2 to 2.5 foot, he can make himself 4 shots. Now that's hanging badly.
Now that's not turning there.
No, it's not. It's
This wind's got to be swirling around.
it is. Yeah.
Because 1 minute it's it's wide, and next minute they're holding out. So I think it's swirling. It's going to be a tough game this afternoon.
Yes.
Joel Cox says great bowls on display. Go Ospreys. Yes, you're right, Joel. There are great bowls on display. It's been a fantastic game, and the Ospreys have still got 11 shot
And
lead.
here comes CC again. Has he dropped too far short, or is he
I
the
think he
count?
has.
Yeah, I think he has too. Yes, Gregory Bester is playing well on this end in particular.
Dave Baker says it's a game worthy of a final. Well, you're spot on there, Dave.
Now,
Absolutely
this time,
spot
Kurt, can he get back to the jack? He's still holding out. Look
Yep,
at that.
yep.
Now, he cut his grass line dramatically there.
Run the 10, Swanee, run the 10.
I know.
It wouldn't happen.
Just speaking to Nuggets, getting a glass of water. They're on the move. They're on the move.
Ann Simpson says awesome bowls by both sides. And
Yeah,
you're
that's it.
absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's a cracker of a game.
Well, they're measuring.
They're measuring for third,
Yeah.
yes. Richo's shaking his head, he's not sure. We'll soon find out. No, 2 shots.
Richo, I know what Richo would be saying. Well, what do you mean that for? What are you wasting your time measuring
I
that for?
think that might have been, I'm not a lip reader, but I think that might have been it.
What's that there? What's that there?
So just 2 shots there, Lindsay.
That there.
2 to the Ryan Bester led outfit.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So I hope everybody's enjoying the game as we come to the conclusion of this qualifying final. See who goes through to play Helensvale Hawks in the grand final this afternoon, Lindsay.
Yes. Look, if their televised game is going to be as good as this, we're going to be in for an absolute cracker.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. There's been some watching some of the reserve grade game over there before, Lindsay, and once again, as I've said previously, it's yeah, I don't know why they call it reserve grade, mate. I'll tell you, there's some cracking bowls being played over there also. So, hope everybody's enjoying the telecast. Brought to you by the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team on behalf of Premier League Queensland. And just have a look at the sponsors down there: Keezer, Hollywood Travel Nerang, Niagara Therapeutical Company, and of course Lawn Bowls to you.
Dave Baker made a good statement. He said, it's a game worthy of a final.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Yep.
True statement, Dave.
Yep.
It's been some colossal bowls plays. We see Max now just coming down here, just drawing to the kitty. He's a great bowl here by the looks of it.
Greg Carroll DeWega says, which club do you guys bowl out of and how did you end up with this job? Well, Brian's from Bay Desert.
Bay Desert Bowling Club.
The other guys are from Broadbeach. And I've come up from the Gold Coast and I played at Manly last year.
And we come from all
Gateway.
different clubs, mate.
Yeah.
It's always good for to see the Broadbeach team here playing in the reserve grade as well as that. So Lindsay and I like to close off because the everyone else on the crew is a Broadbeach member, mate, and they get excited and get disappointed.
Well,
so
they
so
could,
Lindsay and I, we can actually be impartial.
they could close off if the scores stay close like this.
Kerry Green's on here. G'day, Kerry. Good to see you out of bed, mate. And legs a bit sore, mate. I've just been having a cup of coffee with our beloved boss, my friend, who's down here for the day. Peter Williamson, President of Bowls Queensland. Come down and watch some great bowls, mate, and he's thoroughly enjoying it. And why wouldn't you be at this quality bowls? But Lindsay?
Oh, absolutely spot on. This has been a great game.
And Steve Carney on board. G'day, Steve. How's it up around the Bundaberg region today, my friend? We see young Jaden Cattell coming down, just trying to add another one, but doesn't really want to fatten the target, though, does he?
He's had a very good game too, Brian.
He's a young lad that's impressed me considerably throughout the year, Lindsay, when I've seen him play. He's, you know, these young kids are our future, aren't they? And you know, he's played some pretty steady bowls all year, mate.
Yeah.
And I made the comment early on, like when they first come up in the top grade and they're playing against some of their idols, you'll see a good bowl here.
Oh, Scotty.
All of a sudden, I think they get to the stage where they know that they deserve to be in the team. And I really do think that young Jaden's at that stage now, where before he was playing for his position, where now he's playing for the team.
Yeah, that's true, Brian, and also it comes back to feeling comfortable with the players, with the other players that have been in there long term, and you've got legends of the sport playing with Tweed Heads, haven't you?
Well, you just look at the other two rinks, you know, you got Wayne Turley skipping it, you got Kelvin Kirk on the rink beside him, and
you're not going to get better blokes, but for a young bloke, they're still going to be nervous.
Nervous, that's for sure. That is for sure. We see the wind really starting to pick up now, starting to howl, so we see Cup starting to run across the green, so yeah, it's really starting to get a bit gusty. It's going to make it very interesting for this afternoon's grand final.
Yeah, it's going to make it tough.
Because they're going to turn the green around, of course, Lindsay, as we all know. So you're going to have one very wide hand and one very narrow hand.
Well, it is swirling around a lot,
yes,
but you're right. I think that's exactly the way it's going to be. Carl Fleet says it's been a cracking game. It sure has, Carl. You're not going to get it better than this. And as Dave Baker said, it's worthy of a final.
Yeah, definitely. Good call there, Bakes, that's for sure.
Brett Fogg says, who made it through the reserve final? Well, they're not over yet, Brett.
Mate, I'll tell you right now, an updated score is Helensvale, from what I've been told. They're just changing the board now. So Helensvale 78, Broadbeach 66 on 74 ends.
So 12 in it, Brett.
I was told that Helensvale was on top, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's what I was led to believe by one of the Helensvale players.
All right. Ann Simpson says you learn a lot from watching these great bowlers, their angles on bowls to get shots. Yes, Ann, that's correct. And Jim Sowden says, great bowls, pleasure to watch. He's from Toogoolawah.
Great to have you on board, that's for sure. But I think you'll find that just seeing the way these people build their heads, you know, I mean, you're there and you watch Wayne Turley, I thought, being one of Australia's best. You see Kelvin Kirko, one of Australia's best. And you just see the way they build their heads. And
they're two different players, aren't they?
They're two different players, but they always get the same results.
Yeah, Kel's game's more of a power game.
Yes,
where
Wayne's more I saw him draw out. I saw him play some colossal bowls yesterday against Joe Edwards, let alone in the night game against Nathan. Now, Nathan had a very comfortable win. It's a great bowl there by Ryan Bester, just sitting in behind there. But he played some great bowls, but Nathan last night just absolutely nailed it.
Oh, he had it.
See, Ryan Bester just played Ryan Burnett, I should say, just played a great bowl.
You've never known.
But Kelvin's got another bowl to play.
Yes, that's right. You never discard Kelvin.
Oh, no. One of Australia's finest over the years, hasn't he?
Yep.
So just think what the grand final is going to be this afternoon. Now, do you honestly think, Lindsay, he played the game for a great number of years also? Do you think there's an advantage playing this morning, or do you think that mental fatigue might kick in a bit later on?
Well, that's a very, very interesting, because, you know, like everyone thinks it's the advantage of winning through to the final. Okay, sometimes that's the case, but my experience has been over the years that you're better off having the morning game.
Yep, that's what I've always thought too. That's what I've always thought.
Definitely.
You got the run of the green, you've been out here, you're confident, you've had a good win.
Yep.
To me, momentum can be, and this is where the Helensvale Hawk players, as experienced they are really going to have to dig deep.
Oh, yeah.
I can let you know now that Kelvin Kirko has...
Oh, what a shot by Kelvin Kirko. He's a genius, that man.
What absolutely magnificent bowl. That red one over there on Rink Turk.
You see Kelvin's bowl, the red and white one, sitting right in the lip of the ditch.
He was quite a few down, I'm telling you. He was quite a few down. He just threw the absoluter to the ditch.
You don't discard KK.
Well, you don't disregard anyone. That's a legend of the game.
Yeah.
No, that's just an absolute magnificent bowl.
That's a confidence breaker.
Oh, absolutely. See, Ryan's had a good look. He's got another bowl to play, but a very hard bowl to pluck out of the head there. They're having a good talk, Sean Ingham over there, as we see Kurt Brown just waiting a little while to see what happens on the rink next door, what he's going to play.
That front bowl, I reckon, has given Kelvin's bowl a fair bit of cover.
Yeah.
See the blue short bowl?
Yeah, have to. I can't see him going through there with big weight. They've got to go through with just arriving weight just to rocket into the head. Into the ditch, I should say. But Kurt's played his shot now. And again, by waiting to see what happens next door.
Ryan Burnett's played his shot, but no, he's missed by a long way. Paul Vardy says, but the Hawks are on their own patch. And Paul, that's a very good point and a valid point. But if you're here, you'd notice how much it is gusting and very windy. The seaway has even been closed. So, and you know what it's like. You've played for a long time. You know what it's like in those conditions. It can be anyone's game. Alan Vidler says, afternoon, gents. Great coverage again. Thanks, Al.
G'day, Al. How are you, my friend? Saw you here yesterday. Yeah, but he missed it, though, Jimmy.
Thanks, Ron.
Are we coming down the business end now? Last end on a couple of the rinks, and we see 10 shots in it after 59 ends.
Paul Vardy said would rather be home in those conditions. Well, you're right, Paul. Definitely. But it'll still be tough.
Yeah, it'll be a great game.
Yeah.
See Colin Hayes walking past, Kevin Anderson having a drive.
God, Kevin Anderson run up the green.
There must be some oxygen down the other end.
Oh.
The big man run. The big man run.
The big man. Greg Carroll of Wegas says, just to let clubs who are watching know that Capalaba Club is building the state-of-the-art undercover on 2 greens, and thereafter we will have rink shades, turf and other things for sale around early October. They're another go-ahead club, Capalaba?
Yes, it sounds that way, mate.
Yeah.
Give me a good turf green any time to play on.
Oh, I'm with you.
You see these greens here and how well they're running. Absolutely superb. But no, great, good. Congratulations, good go-ahead club, Capalaba, and I take my hat off to them.
Yep.
And I'll no doubt go there for a game of bowls one day, so it won't worry me. But I always prefer a very good grass green like these ones. And we see there's now just down to 7 shots in it with 3 ends to play. So it's still neck and neck.
Yep.
So we see Chris Lennon bowl just going to slip round past Max Jeffrays.
Paul Vardy says agreed. Going to be a great climax to the 2020 season. Yeah, exactly right, Paul.
Paul, it's been a wonderful season, mate. Some of the bowls played, as you witnessed, you've played in it all year, but some of the bowls played have just been absolutely sensational. As we see young Jaden Cattell coming down to try and sit him. Not a bad bowl there by the young man. Again, his grass line absolutely impeccable. He's got to take a couple of feet off of his next bowl with weight. Chris with his second bowl. Trying to sit this bowler Max's out. Look at the run in this.
Will he run?
Look at the run in this. It's just absolutely. That's why I say I love watching a good turf green, just the finish on it.
Oh, definitely, mate.
You know, just a beautiful bowl there.
That's what bowl's all about, playing on turf greens.
Well, mate, you play what you're given, mate. We see Jaden. Tell you what, his bowl's
coming back.
It's coming back pretty well here. Just the run.
Pull up a touch short.
Yeah, just the run.
Scotty's going to be looking to sit Max's bowl.
Yes.
For 2.
Yes. We see Adam White walking past, getting ready for the grand final.
Here comes Scotty.
He's not far away with this. Look at his bowl starting to work now.
Oh, it's holding just. Yeah, that's what the wind's doing, and it's going to be worse this afternoon.
It definitely will be, because as we said, there's going to be one narrow hand and one wide hand this afternoon, so it's going to make life very, very interesting.
Yep.
We've just got Chloe Stewart walking back to the head. Made up her mind. I think Chris would have shot there by the looks of it, by the screen. Anyway, Lindsay.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. Yeah. Chloe can trail that kitty. Would she come back from there?
No, Jimmy, I'm talking as part of a bowler, my friend. I'm coming to the end of my career, mate, so doesn't really worry me, my friend, but I'm talking as a bowler. Basically a semi-tired bowler these days, too. Having more fun doing the commentary.
Yeah, this is interesting. Chloe's sat Jaden's bowl back a little bit further. They could be holding, I don't know, they could be holding 2 here. Could be holding 3.
Could be holding 3. Scotty just a bit wide with that one. Just a bit wide. Chloe, I'm sure she'll correct her weight here. She's played some outstanding bowls out there this morning, Lindsay.
Oh, they all have.
Yeah.
They all have. It's been just a great game.
Oh, just taking a bit too much off. Just taking a bit too much off.
She could afford to have been up there, Chloe, because they've got 3 catches behind there.
Yes, I don't think Kurt's going to be short somehow.
No.
He's he's had an outstanding game. Has this man here too, as you said, as Lindsay said, they've all played some great bowls here this morning.
Yeah, yep. Well, we're going to be very lucky if we see a game of this quality in the final.
Oh,
it'll be
great if there is, my
Yeah.
friend. That's some of the bowls played absolutely been outstanding.
Yep.
Oh,
Here
is
comes Ryan.
Ryan going to draw this, or is he going to move it?
He's drawn
another one. It'd be interesting to see what Kurt plays. You'll have to just play to try and reach to take that kitty back to his bowls.
If he takes that kitty back to his bowls,
Game over.
game over.
Game over.
Yep.
It's the same as like you saw there before. Like, I mean, on the rink next door when Kelvin drew to that bowl to the ditch, and he was at least 3 or 4 down, at least 4 down.
Yeah.
Which really would have made the game tight there. Would have been maybe 3-4 shots in it. And, of course, Kelvin played an absolute bomb there.
And the same thing happened earlier. Remember with that shorter end?
Yes.
And they were...
It just goes to show you the quality of these players and showing their skills even in these very trying conditions.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Kurt might be going to have a bit of a blast through here by the looks of it.
John Newell is watching. Well, welcome to the telecast, John. Kurt. Oh,
He's under Jaden's
he's
bowl.
hanging if he gets
He's
on.
got it. That's
well.
a great bowl by Kurt.
Yep.
Probably
only one down.
One down now. What a great
Falling
bowl.
over.
There's really not much Ryan can do. He can't move the kitty. Kurt only being one down now too might get a little bit... well, if he's going to play to reach that bowl or he gets the kitty, happy days.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yep.
So Ryan's basically got to put one just in behind Lindsay and count at the same time.
Well, drawing a touch is a pretty good way of doing it.
Yes.
No, he's not going near it, I don't think. That can't come back from there, can it?
No. Trying to turn that ball over. He has.
He has.
He has. So he's really left it open for Kurt to say, okay, you want the game? Come and play the shot.
Yep.
Come and play the shot.
That looks to be 2 now.
Well,
Ryan.
it does look from here.
Yep.
Sometimes our cameras can be very deceptive.
Deceptive, yeah. But look, he's left this open for Kurt.
There's one thing that does impress me, though, and I'm just looking here. You see Nathan Rice and Aaron Sheriff and most of the Helensville Premier League team are here barracking for their reserve grade team, Lindsay.
That's the way it should be.
Isn't it wonderful to see them all here?
This could be the bowl of the day.
Oh, I think he's narrow.
Gee, I think he is too. Oh, is he going to get a slide off this? Oh. Ah, it's fallen in. Maybe just the one.
One shot. Well, what a great game of bowls that has been. You don't get much better than that.
Oh, that was a superb game.
Oh. He only got one out of that. So, moves the score up to, what does it be, 57. 49.
No, that was Broadbeach.
Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
Yeah, 56-50 is the right score, yep.
So 2 ends to play, 6 shots in it. And they're both, looks as though they're both playing their last end now by looks of the scoreboards. So all the Broadbeach boys and Osprey boys are very keen to see what's happening. As we go over and see Kelvin Kirko coming down into the head. I think Kelvin's out of bullets there. I'm not too sure who's got shot. John Bozzarella would probably have shot by the looks of that bowl there. And Robbie Thompson would be the red bowl sitting just in front.
Ryan just called a kill on his head.
Ryan's just called a kill, so we've been informed. So it looks like he's going to go for it. And well, he's taken 2 out.
A lot of excitement.
5, 4. 4
on the last bowl.
4 on the last bowl. And Yeah, called a kill, so I was just told, but he's claimed 4 shots.
Called a kill, and he's taken their bowls out, Tweed Heads bowls out for 4 shots.
So that makes with 2 bowls to play. Not too sure who's holding shot on Kevin Anderson's rink, but we might be going out for an extra end, Lindsay.
Wow. Well.
Sorry. And we looked as though, well, I will say this, Wayne Turley has got another bowl to play too. So 2 bowls to go play. As you can see, the score there, 56-54. Yeah, what a colossal game of bowls, mate.
Ian Laura's watching and Alan Laura's watching. Great game, boys, isn't it?
Certainly is. Kevy just asked someone to move who was distracting him behind the head. Oh, he killed it.
Oh, they must have got shot.
Tweed Heads got shot by the looks of it. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Tweed Heads Ospreys going through to play Helensvale Hawks in both grades by the looks of it, because over there in reserve grade it's 83-73 on 82 ends to the Helensvale Hawks. So we'll have Helensvale in both grades here this afternoon. So commiserations to the Broadbeach team. They had a fantastic year.
Richo.
They had a fantastic year, but just pulled up with just a few shots short. So with that, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, ladies and gentlemen, we've been told that the game this afternoon will be starting at 1 p.m. and we're hoping they stick to that, because we've got cameras to move and lunches to eat and you name it, we've got to do it. So I hope you enjoyed the telecast this morning on behalf of the team here, the Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, ably led by Robbie Allen and his lovely daughter Tony, and Gary Thomas, myself and Lindsay Ponting and Brett Clifford. A big thank you for listening, and we look forward to having your company at 1 p.m. We'll be on air a little bit beforehand to give you a rundown on the teams and the matchups. So go and have some lunch and come on back, because you've got some great bowls being played this afternoon. Thank you all.